And that is how we beat Wii in shopping.
Wii Shopping now available for
Wii.
download for your Mii's.
Hello and welcome everybody to another episode of Tales from My Wife's Son, Blood of Heroes. Hope everyone's sitting comfortably, and if so, then perhaps we can recount the events of last week and catch some of us up. Any volunteers?
Why does the pen have its own space?
The big fucking pen.
What's it doing over there? It's in my pocket. It's like in my pocket. It's like in my inventory.
I was about to say that. Wait a minute, if that's in your pocket and it's on the opposite side of me,
That says
Where
I
am
got
I?
a big ass pocket
Jesus.
with a big ass talking pen.
Oh, it's a
Aiden
Sorry.
was bad at life. I mean,
What am I
Jinji
not?
was bad at life.
I'm
We
in a
went
hole
into
with
the
a demon.
forest to get the blood and semen of a unicorn. I am in massive debt. This dude's trying to fucking arrest me for crimes I did not commit. And I threw orangutan into the fucking towery thing, and there's a thing there. Don't know if it's hostile. Yep. That's as much as I can remember. I drink a lot.
what?
I just woke up. I need to start.
A rousing regaling of the previous week's events. Any other comments before we go forward?
Hmm.
We did
Orangutan,
shopping,
gang.
but like professionally off screen.
Yeah, shopping did
That's not
occur,
any fun.
as did the learning of new spells.
Hooray!
So now we have a fully kitted out team, for once. And we
So
did it all off screen, and it's definitely not related to why we're half an hour late. And indicate these folks. And if there's no other comments, I believe we'll reconvene.
Yeah, yeet.
Naka, you were in conversation with this gentleman
Fuck
down
is
the
this
south.
shit?
It's your boy, upside down shadow penis.
it's your boy, upside down shadow penis. What?
If you could like shuffle over so that it's no longer a penis, that would be fantastic.
Oh, is there any way? Oh,
Better.
fuck, I was trying to rotate the character around so I could, you know. Oh, well.
So yeah.
Is this better, our dear GM?
No, he's just
We-
circumcised.
Sized, yeah. Wait, wait.
Shalom.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Oh, well, I'm afraid I'm going to have to make this hurt then.
Alright. I never set any fires. I live around here. Why would I burn stuff? This is not
Really?
true. You are fake news.
Really? We've got a good number of divinators willing to testify otherwise.
Fuck, it's a fair cop. But we're kind of busy at the moment. We're trying to save a man from spiders and also other noble pursuits.
And we're always out for noble pursuits. Wanking off a unicorn. That's real noble.
Can
It should be noted, Jingxi, that the thing that you're currently in a room with is far larger than the image that is beside you would imply.
Yeah, I figured.
It's-
I figured I'm
it's-
fucked.
It's that I ran out of room in the tower it's hiding in.
Oy.
I don't think anyone can see what it looks like either.
Probably for the best.
Probably.
I nudged,
All
I nudged-
you can see is something enormous and spindly is cramming itself into the upper rafters of this tower,
Oh,
and
What
that it
type of-
has at least 4 arms.
I nudge
What's
Rags.
the-
Tell him we're on a holy mission. We're on a mission from God.
We're on a mission from God.
Well, we're
Yeah.
not on a mission from God, but we are certainly on a mission to relieve you of your debt.
And save the dude for the spiders.
Absolutely.
Listen here, lad, I'm not here going to be here all day. If you're willing to surrender yourself to the guild's tender mercies, I'll stamp your hand and I'll be on my way. He holds up what
What?
appears to be a little wax seal.
Yeah. Fuck it.
What's
Why
the?
not?
Well, hold up.
What's
What does the wax seal
stamping of
do?
the hand?
What does this
Local.
wax seal do exactly?
Well, by the looks of things, he's no stranger to a mark of justice.
Getting
Who's
another
gonna-
mark of justice.
Hold up.
I'm
Who's going to
not.
be?
I'm not here.
I
I'm
have-
not an executioner. I'm not here to apprehend him unless he decides he's going to try anything.
Who's
Don't
going to
worry,
be
he's
controlling
still-
this?
I'm
mark of
here to
justice?
serve a warrant and a summons to court.
Can I just say
when
to
is
him,
the
be
court
careful,
date?
he's stupid?
Hold up. What are you doing?
can
You're
see
just
that.
walking up like just no questions. You're just.
Hold out your hand, lad. I'll make this quick.
It's a fucking fair court. People get divinitors. Am I used to this?
You've never seen this method because this is it. You've heard of the guilds. You never
Alright,
actually
well,
seen
fuck
any.
you. People do your scans. Scan this man.
Hold up. Just basic.
Knowledge
basic-
local.
You may
Perception.
roll knowledge local.
It's 10. But it should.
You have no idea who this man is, but those are definitely guild colours. And the guilds are allowed to carry out judicial services such as these. In essence, a mercenary. In this case, it appears as though, judging from just surface matters, that the summons was given to a mercenary to carry out as a courier.
Who's in control of this mark of justice? Who specifically is going to be the one who has the power to influence?
Without reading the summons or observing the seal, it would be difficult to tell.
I'm asking the guy here.
That would be up to the barrister. You've been up till Vorontil, or you've not been that far?
I don't think we have no.
Is that
Why
is
is
that like a city nearby or the city we are in?
Yeah, Vorontil is nicknamed the City of Senses. It's a city to the east. The closest major metropolitan area.
How far is it away from us? Like by travel?
Couple of days, week maybe, on a bad day.
Is there like I asked the man, is there like a time limit on that thing? Because we have some sensitive issues here.
Don't worry, it'll be at least a week until he's summoned to court.
Now, when you
Yeah,
say
we
summons
might
to
be
court,
a week here. Can we strike a deal to meet in a town in a week?
Don't worry, when I say summoned to court, I mean it very literally.
well, that's what I'm worried about.
Ooh. roll knowledge arcana.
Listen, laddie, I can give you two options here. I can give you the seal that means you accepted the summons, give you over the paperwork, and you can reconvene in Vaughntil whenever the judge sees fit to see you. Or you could sell the contract downriver to us. You sign up as one of the guild, we make this go away.
How long is the contract?
It's for the duration of what would be your sentence.
This seems highly
Um,
fucking suspicious.
Is this what
How
a
long?
union is?
How long exactly would that sentence be?
About 12 feet from a tree.
So life.
Well,
12 feet from a tree.
This
Fuck
is
does that mean?
bullshit. There was a giant fucking
What does that
ash
mean?
fire nightmare that I kicked the fucking shit out of.
what,
Where's that in your
what if
fucking
you,
division?
if you
How
sign
long
up,
is
if
12
you
feet
sign
from
up,
a tree? This doesn't make any sense. I don't live on your part of the world.
I mean a rope, a noose, not life hunt.
Aye, speaking my
And he makes kind of a noose motion with his hand.
What a fucked up
where's your-
justice system. This doesn't make any sense. How does that
Nah.
follow?
Once
Justice
he's
is
signed on to
fair.
once he's signed on to the guild charter, will be an internal tribunal. We'll figure out what on wages he earns and how long he'll serve, and then we can renegotiate when the contract's up.
What is
It may
the
be
name
that
of
he's
the
found
guild?
if he's found completely innocent, he's a free and can sign up at his leisure.
What is the name of the guild?
USCH.
So his
Yugoslav
options.
Security Cannon and Horse.
Hold up, this doesn't sound right. So the options that we have are he takes the seal and is literally summoned to court at a time of their choosing that we're going to be unaware of.
There will
which
be, of
is
course, a
some,
proper judicial warning communicated through the seal.
how long?
Not to
How long will the warning be until the summons occur?
The usual minimum summons is 48 hours, 24 in an emergency.
All right.
Not to
that's
mention-
not too
Should he be deemed a flight risk or attempt to flee the country, he will be
Oh
summoned
my-
immediately back to the
what?
courtroom.
bad. That's not too bad. Let me see.
If he attempts to flee through the Razmuran border, he will be summoned directly into the noose.
Can I get a hashtag free thought?
No.
Just fuck.
And the other option.
Any media campaigns you wish to set up, we can help distribute if you so desire and have the funds.
I can't get summoned. If I get summoned and I get taken away from my parole officer here, I will die.
Yeah, I'll explain to the gentleman the situation with myself being the parole officer and the distance between us and the mark of justice he already has that I control.
The man is a messenger.
Don't worry, we can still get both if you prefer.
Well, that'll have to be necessary. I'll have to be within the vicinity. Tell him, ask him if there's a way that we can, if he has the ability to set a court date now, and we could go there ourselves later within a
Bit above
week.
my pay grade, I'm afraid, sir.
And so the
I'm
second
only really
option,
good for two things: courting and fighting.
and the second option here is that Thok signs over to be basically a contracted
Indentured
member.
servitude.
But we don't
Indentured
know exactly
servitude,
how
such a-
long it would be.
Sort of nasty way of putting things. He's just on our books as an employee, and we make this go away.
Why is
For
it
how
just
long?
me that's getting
But we
done
don't know
for
how
this
long.
shit?
Oh, don't worry, I'm just the summons for you.
But if we don't know how long that contract would be, then who can say?
Once he's on the charter, he's more than willing to make the argument once the tribunal occurs. There will be an appeals process. We're not savages.
What do we roll for knowledge on the legal process?
Profession barrister. Or knowledge law.
Well,
Or
not
knowledge
knowledge,
history. Or
nobility.
knowledge nobility.
Yeah, I got
Nobility,
knowledge
it would be-
nobility.
Wait.
It will be a tougher role, but you do know the laws of the land by virtue of it.
How about a priest? To know how much to private.
Appraise will also work.
Ah, damn it.
Alright, well, you're my parole officer. What should I do?
Let me see. I'm extremely.
It should be noted that due to our contract with the Crown, once he signs on to if he were to sign on to a charter with us, your own mark of justice would be broken.
No.
You'll
So
be signed over to us.
But we still, even if you wanted to do that, it wouldn't
So I did.
be. We wouldn't
He
know for
laughs
how
with
long.
a kind of broken smile. Well, I did arson myself back in the day when I was a youngster. It's an old warehouse. Went up like a light. Kind of looks wistfully away.
I am not an arsonist. I am a virtuous and proud grey half-elf ogre man.
I've never heard
Listen,
this
that
mate,
is
we're all
fucking
in the
right.
business. Once I got done with my stint, I was only 10 when I went on the inside for the. I got out. I did my time. I got out of the penal legion, and as soon as I was done with that, I was straight back on into the field with them, burning more houses down. I'm getting paid for it. Got really good at it too.
Oh,
Not bad for
I
someone
don't
who's not a pyromancer.
remember that first episode. So
How much-
you threw a torch down the hole, right? In order to light it up, so we could see.
Yeah, I think so.
Name's Gil, by the way. He holds at hand.
Don't shake his hand. That's
Like
dangerous.
Fish gills.
Basically, this is just fucking me deciding who holds my leash.
Well, one's less of a leash, to be fair. It's more of a noose.
What? How is this possibly So, who are the witnesses? How do they know anything about this anyway?
He will take back his hand momentarily, kind of lower his eyelid a little bit, and tap his eye. It's glass.
The glass.
Knowledge
Wait,
Arcana.
they send just anyone to do these jobs as a courier? Yeah. I lost my eye when I set that fire back in the day. I'm not the only one doing the scene in this head.
All right, so you were the witness? You were there?
No, he's saying that the eye is magical and somebody is monitoring this as it's happening.
It
Yeah,
is
I gotcha,
the
but
eye in
the
question
witness-
is a very tiny mirrored sphere of metal.
What do I roll to know? I take it. I've got a rough idea of the guilds. I reckon it's a thing round about this region, yeah.
The guilds are fairly well known. There's a lot of independent contractors who have been bought in by the crown, just to alleviate the strain put on the standing army by the little, shall we say, struggles brought on by the fall of the Whispering Tyrant.
How does my mum feel about the guild?
Oh, she used to be a guild member herself. Not with USCH, mind you. The USCH are fairly new.
So does my mum know anything about them? Do I roll anything for that? 'Cause I ain't got to do anything that'll get my ass kicked even harder. I ain't afraid of no fucking court. That woman will fucking skin me.
Well, what are they going to do to, like, what did we
You
what
will,
did you
I should
actually
note
do?
that you will be allowed to refuse should the tribunal find you too harshly. You'll then be allowed to court a summons to, well, civilian court, and the tribunal will continue from there under a new judge.
Imagine 2 years of going through this and then get fined 800 gold coins.
Oh, good.
You
Just
defeat
got that.
Argentina with you. You defeat Argentina with the with mud.
Hey,
So-
hold on.
Oh,
Hold on. Hey, whoa. I ain't catching no fucking case.
I turn round to Drags. Zeke Hale! Zeke Hale!
Yeah,
I like how
that-
my brain went to Buddha is clearly mud, not the literal dog person.
Well-
Well, to be fair, pugs aren't really dogs, so.
They're
What
like
do I
the
do here?
strange
I'm
rat
so
creatures.
confused. There's so many things. I wish
Alright.
my brother was here to tell me what to do.
Yeah, so I'm figuring, so what allegedly your crime is accidentally starting a fire because of something that was out of our control that happened when we were just doing a normal job.
I believe the precise terminology is, and he flipped through the notes, grand arson by way of gross negligence.
What gross negligence?
He holds up what appears to be a beautifully painted portrait of everyone standing around a burning bonfire.
But what was the gross negligence?
That's
He-
not fair. What about the giant ash golem thing?
he flips to the next page, and boy, this isn't the giant fire from the clearing near your mother's house. This is the giant fire near the grave site.
Wait, so there was
That's
two
only
separate
okay.
fires?
Yeah, but what do we have to do with the gravesite?
Well, I do believe it was actually your employer that had the writ, though he is not in a limited liability company. Therefore, both himself and his employees are liable, whatever goes on there, including gross negligence.
By whose account is this story being told?
Magic CCTV.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Admissible in court.
How many clairvoyants did you say you had?
3 thus far. More corroborating.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
You're more, like I said, I am not
Magic
here
really
to
isn't
argue the
enough for
case
bullshit,
myself.
isn't
I
it?
am but a simple hander out of the summons. Of course, there is the third option.
Pay your
Which
true
is-
blood.
No, there is no.
You're
of
entitled
course in
to
this
trial by
scenario.
combat.
There you
I
go.
guess-
Why didn't
Done.
fucking tell him?
Done.
Why didn't tell him?
Done.
1 second. With whom?
Well, strictly speaking, any drafted member of the judiciary is a eligible option.
Watch the fucking one
Contracts.
dude with a nuke ability just fucking eat him.
Though the fight is considered mano a mano.
Going for
Contracts.
it. Going for it.
Very well, sir.
Fuck it. Yeah, I'll take that hang nail, but I'm not taking that fucking seal. Again, I will die. Send me a letter.
Very well. That's your preference.
Right?
All right.
Well, that was easy.
I will need, of course, to bring in my witness.
Hmm?
Jingji, the thing that's been pressed into the ceiling of this room begins to move. It's like a cross between a mantis and a stick insect.
Yeah, am I the only one who is aware that this is happening?
Yep, you're the
okay.
only one who's seen it.
Okay.
And it
Well,
slowly pries itself over the lip of the tower.
I thought I went down a hole.
You
So
did.
This is okay.
Into
so
the-
this is
You're at the middle floor of the tower. It's more a mezzanine now, seeing as this thing is so large, it literally ripped through the floor.
okay. I'm gonna. Can I try
It's
to
an old
ascend
mill.
a little bit to climb back out
Oh,
of
yeah.
here?
You can
So I'm gonna
quite
try
happily
to-
do so. You have a climb speed, I believe, so
Yeah.
do you need
I
to
will
roll?
climb. Or climb.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then I also have other. Oh, I have +1 to jump. That's acrobatic. Ugh.
The Gil, as he introduced himself earlier, will just reach into his pocket and bring out what appears to be an old Harrow card. And
Harold.
it fled Harrow card.
Hello.
There we go.
And in a flicker, there's a creature before you.
Oh God, he's Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh my god! He's doing two
It's
poses
trap
at once.
art.
That's insane. That's fucking insane.
A enormous four-limbed monstrosity made of what appears to be finely wrought chitin.
The edge is
Blurring
coming
a bit.
tonight. Sorry.
and blurring at the edges.
Garnax has gone too
Wait, is this the guy you
We're
have
not
to
in
fight?
space
This is
yet.
happening right now.
far. Yeah.
Well-
Like this is happening immediately, right now.
This will
Yeah.
be our witness.
Look at that fucking fucking paper.
Wait, so they
This will be my witness for the prosecution. If you'd like to call your own, I believe fair is fair. Though this creature is a piece of me, it's still in the body. You may call in one of your own.
How is this thing? Wait, how can he summon this thing to fight for the guild? Doesn't have to be a member of the guild doing the
It
fighting.
is a
How is this a
rune
member
will
of the
glow
guild?
on its brow.
Also,
A
it's
similar one will glow on Gil's head.
right now on the spot.
Right. Okay,
Right
so
now,
wait, wait, have I got to fight this thing right now?
If you wish for trial by combat, sir, it's here.
it's immediately.
And he will hold out his arms in almost in challenge if that's your desire.
Could we help at all, or is
No, I
Yes.
Trial
definitely
by
have a
combat.
huge objection to this. This is farcical. This is ridiculous. This should be self-evidently ridiculous.
Oh,
okay,
yikes.
so Gil and bounding. Sorry.
I should note that
Is it
Boundling
just a
Asura
stand?
is race.
I
not
was
his,
about to say. I thought he had a fucking stand. Okay.
That's
well,
what it
technically
looks like,
speaking,
yeah.
it's kind of what it is. This is
anybody-
this is a particularly powerful eidolon.
Does he have to
Is
say his
anybody-
name before he can fucking activate it?
Has anybody got any paper?
Oh,
Because
surprised.
I think I'm gonna have to write my will.
No,
This
I
edgy,
have huge
ridiculous looking
objections to this fight taking place immediately when our party member has no a time to rest or prepare himself, and he has no idea what the nature is of who he's supposed to be fighting, and you can apparently just summon magical creatures from cards to do the fighting. This is a joke. This is a sham.
If the glove does not fit, you.
Oh, if the lad's tired,
That
you should
does
only have
not
said.
make sense.
He'll
What you
throw a
reckon?
can of something over to you.
All right, does everybody do knowledge everything, please, on this fucking thing and tell me what's happening now? We can still talk, I hope.
Well, am I still? Did I climb out of the tower, or am I still in there?
Bill, 27 on Knowledge Arcana.
That little glass bottle is a potion of lesser restoration. If you're tired, lad, you shouldn't have said. I'm a fair man. Are you injured? Any diseases I should know about? But if it's a trial by combat you want, it's here.
You didn't say that before we agreed to it. That sounds like a pretty important stipulation.
Good.
Look fine from where I was standing.
Nira rolled a 27. Fucking tell me what this thing is. Like, fucking.
Yeah, that's the role.
This is literally it is an idol, a kind of eidolon. It is a creature conjured from basically the dreamscape and the sheer mental power of the owner.
Oh yeah, but he's totally a member of the guild. He's got paperwork and everything.
Yeah, technically for legal reasons, it is technically a part of his body, similar to a limb.
That's some bullshit.
No, I don't. The eidolon users are fucking ridiculous. Like, fucking Layman used to
And
be
it should
an
be noted,
eidolon
he's
user.
not suggesting that you fight him solo. He's suggesting that you and someone else fight both of them.
Oh. Don't know. So is this to the death?
The terms of the trial by combat are until surrender. Would you
And
prefer
then what?
till first blood?
Well, I mean, what? And what if we lose? What?
Then the gods have deemed you guilty.
Of what?
Grand arson.
No. That's not what you said before.
You'll be guilty. Listen, the
Look.
guild isn't stupid. They're not going to waste someone who is literally 8 foot tall and 500 pounds. We'll take him in. We'll give him a job. He'll work off his time for whatever bloody time they give him. And then they'll give him a good cushy number and a contract gig, kicking heads in for the rest of his life. Earning more money than all of you put together.
That sounds like
Right.
fun.
So
Look,
we have to know how
they
long.
want to
we
be
have
free.
know
Look
how
at
long
the size of the
contract is.
bastard. He will earn
We
good
have
money
to know
in this
how
line
long
of
the
work.
contract is before he agrees to it, or else that.
I look at Tok and I ask him, Tok,
Ugh.
they want to be rich or they want to be free?
Listen, as far as I can understand, people died in that fire. You're lucky you're not getting the noose right off the bat.
You still have to.
Again, still, nobody talks about the giant ash flame golem thing that fucking I killed. Was it got that saved? How many people did I save with that? When that fire was going on.
It'd be taken into consideration at the tribunal.
So if me and somebody else fight you and whatnot, and I lose,
You'd be
can I
considered
sign up with the
guilty
guild
and
then?
Yeah, of course. Honestly,
That sounds like the best option.
since us being guildies ourselves, your life is mine once you lose to me. So I sign you over to the guild. I get a nice cushy finder's fee, and I get to sit at home drinking beer for the next 2 weeks.
Fuck it, I think that's the best we're going to get out of this. Like, potentially,
you have-
maybe beat this guy.
I think you have the right to know how long this signing in term thing is going to be.
I look at drugs and I say, whatever it is, it will be fucking long.
Yet to be decided.
Arson's a 5-year minimum. Of course, working in a dangerous field, you get that in time reduced. But again, that is the minimum.
All
Okay,
because
okay.
we wanted to look down a hole, and apparently some crazy, weird, noxious fume thing caught fire.
Now, it should be noted, and he takes out another portraiture. This is what I've seen you've not seen before. It appears to depict the flames already burning, and a very small, what appears to be a small reptilian creature chanting in a circle.
Fuck's that.
What's this supposed to be?
Fuck is
You
that?
made you caused the fire, but whatever this thing is, and I'm no expert. I'm only here for the judicial summons. It used your fire that you left to make the ash thing.
Well, then fucking go get him and drag him
Well,
before the
that's-
tribunal.
We're working on it. I'm not his summons. I'm yours.
That's some bullshit. Look, what's it go
That's some
fucking
bullshit.
Like, he could have started his own fire. It's not hard to start a fire.
What
You
kind of
would've done-
cat is this?
As evidenced by the fact that the fire you started killed a farm's worth of people and livestock, causing, and I believe the conservative figure is 18 million in damages.
So go arrest him for that.
As mentioned, we have the warrant already out. And a bounty on
Well,
his
you
head for murder.
you found us out here in the middle of nowhere, and you have this thing in a
You're
tower.
not exactly inconspicuous.
Well, you are if
You-
there's no one around to see you.
Rags, aren't you a
You're-
cop?
And you're
Yeah, and
both
I know
marked.
some bullshit when I see it.
Tracking someone with a mark of justice on him is very, very easy to do.
I'm sure it is.
For instance, watch this. He takes out a
I
little
don't know.
crystal,
I don't know. This
presses
this
it,
is
and it's
all
kind of a
bullshit. I'm gonna go get a drink.
from the mark of justice.
I look at Toka and I just give him the look. Want to take them down?
By the way, that little noise you heard was me turning off your mark of justice. I can only do this a couple minutes.
Oh.
No.
I'm a man of the law. If he swung for me without me turning it off, he would just plummet to the floor.
Alright, what's it go?
So what'll it be? And would you prefer to myself and old Guilt here to do the job and versus two of you, or would you rather go against Guilt personally?
Go against the guild personally. Well, I mean, now we know that could mean basically any creature from any plane of existence. So,
No, just Guilt. Only have him.
oh yeah,
And I got to do that the conjuration bollocks.
Bollocks is right.
Listen, we're all blue collar here. There's no need to be snippy about things.
Every reason
do-
for it.
Oh, there's so many options. I feel
No,
like my skull is getting tighter.
I feel it's ridiculous that this is something that we have to go through now when the other far guiltier party than us is just.
Oh,
out
we're not
there.
bringing him alive. He's a kobold. He's dead.
Oh.
That's racist.
You'll go through that place with fire and bloody brimstone.
So, contract with them. Does that mean he'll be able to stay within our
Of course.
group doing jobs on behalf of the guild?
The kid's not even 18 yet, of course.
Oh god.
Hmm.
Can't serve until he's that old. Well, at least in the
5
eyes of the
years,
law.
but
If they choose to try him as an adult later on the tribunal, that might change. But only as a cadet, anyway.
Ugh,
How
All
old
right.
are you, son? Says here you're what, 15, 16? Something like that?
16.
all right. So,
Make them tall these days.
let's say that you do this. That's 5 years maximum, right?
Minimum.
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 He's a minor. You'll get off easy.
So, what would that change? What we would be doing anyway?
Well, if they'll have the he signs up, you'll have the tribunal. And then after they sort that, they'll say how much he needs to work for us. He'll probably be on as a cadet until he's 18, then he'll be into the field.
How illegal is jacking off unicorns?
Well, if he gets to stay,
one, he doesn't know where that came from, and two, he's just the
It's a
sentence.
It's a meme, you know.
Let's put it this way: that was enough of a sentence that guilt's physical form flickers a second.
Wait, is autism the solution to all of this shit? Can we just get like carry on saying autistic shit?
You said a sentence so cursed it physically hurt guilt.
Wait, can I? What was the fucking roll that Rags did to make that terrible joke a good joke? Was it
Try
charisma?
diplomacy, and it was an extremely high number, which is why it worked so well. So, let's get this. So,
corners of reality.
all right. So, we would be doing jobs on behalf of the guild, essentially, but Thok would still be with our party. We would just be doing jobs on behalf of the guild.
Yep. All the jobs come down the pipeline to you lot. All the contracts, you still get paid. You're just beyond contract.
Yeah,
What's the
choice
nature of these
contract?
jobs?
Well, look at the size of the lad. He's going to be working security. Probably kicking a couple of heads and doing debt collection at most. He's only a bloody cadet anyway. This cushy number. Stuck at a desk half the day learning.
Learning,
Um,
okay.
And so the rest of us, would we get anything for?
Yeah, you'll be brought in as consultants. Technically, you'd have to be arranging for it. There is paperwork after all. And I suspect, given his, well, how should I put this?
Ethnicity.
I was going to say he's a bit wet behind the ears and a bit soft in the head. They'll probably require he wear a headband to correct a couple things, you know?
I don't.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that. Sorry, what? What you
What?
gonna do to my brain?
What do you mean?
Look, fucking, they're gonna make me wear a fucking headband that fixes my brain. Sorry, what?
Your brain's not
Yeah,
broken.
I had
Tom.
one of these. He taps the armored headband on it. That's part of his suit. Some make you
does that
smarter,
do?
some make you a bit more perceptive. I know a guy who made him a bit more less autistic.
Hmm.
This stuff can get you off the spectrum, mate. It's good stuff.
It's
nootropic.
I'm not on the spectrum.
He is the fucking
Um,
spectrum.
Doubt.
I am the fucking strong.
Well,
I asked Tok again. Well, Tok, still is the question. Do you want to be rich or do you want to be free?
I think,
Well,
I'm
if
gonna,
you're
I
in
think I'm
debt-
gonna go for the fight. I think I'm gonna
Well-
go for the fight. I'm probably gonna get my shit kicked in, but
then why do it?
because I don't
Well,
know, there's a chance. I'm fucking him.
And
I
you're
mean,
not
if you're-
fighting alone.
If you're in debt, you're not free anyway. So, I mean, if anything, I mean, what were you gonna do anyway?
I am shackled by lots of things. I've got my parole. I've got my fucking massive booze, but fucking debt. And now apparently I am responsible for a massive fucking fire that kills
this takes-
ridiculous people.
And this contract will take care of all of those things.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Release you. It would certainly release you from your mark of justice because we can't have conflict of interest like that in the guild. We'd probably pay off your bar debt pretty swiftly. We tend
Why
to do
does,
that on like a credit.
Why does the
And,
guild's seal overwrite mine?
Well, we were gifted eminent domain when we got this security gig.
Eminent domain.
We
by who?
we have what's called what's that word again? He looks for his notes. They've written basically post-it notes. Corporate extraterritoriality. We are considered a branch of the crown, and thus
Well-
not beholden to regional governments such as those that empower that mark.
Now, can't you ask your dog god or whatever, like, fucking, what we should do?
Kyrgyz?
What's he up to?
I don't know. We don't know. I don't know. We're
Lifting.
not like a personal relationship.
It's also my god.
Selecto.
and
Slap them.
ask Kurgus to make this
how about we do this?
a fair fight.
Hold up. Let's do this.
And
What?
I'm going to pray to Kurgus to give us guidance how best to organize a fair fight. Basically, a hint who is best to pair up with Doc against this thing.
Well,
Well, I said-
can we ask Gil here? Can we ask him if it's possible for us to travel ourselves personally to the magistrate or wherever this stuff is, and negotiate terms of working off his sentence?
You can be my guest, but unfortunately, I will have to get you official seal in order to release the documents.
Can I
It's just
not, because he's a
formality.
minor and I'm technically his guardian at the moment? Can I not sign that we're going to travel there personally to work out terms of sentencing?
Certainly, sir, but unfortunately, it would require both of you be given the seal. And he kind of holds up that little wax seal thing
Me?
again.
Fuck that shit.
Well,
That's
you would
that doesn't
be,
make any sense.
You'd be acting as you would require legal collateral. If the
That
guild
literally
can't track
doesn't make
you,
sense,
then
but
you could. He's a fairly simple case. If he leaves the country, his mark of justice will kick in anyway. We know that from the documents we got. You, on the other hand, you have the controls to it and could abscond.
yeah, but you have no
That's
reason
his
to
legal
believe that's
guardian.
even. This doesn't make any sense. At what point are you like, why bother? Because that doesn't make sense.
Would you like a solicitor, sir? Because we can supply one. We have very, very, very reasonable rates.
So I don't think it's. Why don't we? The idea that we don't have the option to go to the court ourselves in person.
Certainly do. So you just need to sign the paperwork, and I'll give you a little seal to mark that that's the truth, and we'll be on our way.
When you say give me a seal, what does that mean?
It's a little wax seal goes in the back of your hand, and once you go to the court date, it clears up.
And if and
I'll,
can the,
I'll level with
can
you.
this-
It's a scrying tracker. It's so they know where you are.
yeah, that's what I thought.
It's not allowed to. If it's any a matter of privacy, don't worry. Anything naughty goes on that's legal and above board, it gets like pixelated on the feed.
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't believe you. But what I'll do is I'm gonna make a diplomacy check with him and say that because I'm a paladin, I am an agent of justice, and I am in charge of Thok here, and it is within all of our best interest to see that justice is served, but at the same time we want to make sure that Thok, because this wasn't a malicious act in any way, we want to get this resolved as well as possible for him. We will promise, and we have me here in order to ensure that this promise is kept. We will go to the town ourselves personally in order to negotiate terms of him working off any sentence the court, should they deem him guilty. We'll get that taken care of.
Tell you what, takes that scroll. If you're willing to put that in writing, sir, I'm more than happy to accept that.
All right. Is that a good? Is the party all
middle
right with that?
ground?
Yeah, is that a good middle ground? Like, we don't have to fight this freaking this bullshit MacGuffin. And
Kind of want to fight it now. It's flexing at me.
Sir, you can't use that word. That's their word.
yeah, don't say flex and talk.
I fight it for fun.
Oh, sure, yeah. I used to spar with the newbies all the time, mate.
All right, so
I want to die.
in about a
Okay.
week's
Mate, I train
So-
cadets for a living.
let's how many days to travel to town?
It'll take you at least a week.
All right, so how
The road
about
around here is all shite.
all right, well, because it's a week's travel, how about you give us 10 days, because we do actually have someone that
Things
we're
to
trying
do
to
in the
locate
forest.
here. Yeah. So how about you give us, let's just say 2 weeks. Give us 2 weeks. We'll be there. That's a reasonable date to set for court, essentially. It's not an admission of guilt, just that it's just like you signing a paper when the cop pulls you over.
Okay.
Right.
2
Signing over that we'll be
weeks. Can I get your name and patron deity here, please?
Regave Kakiquo.
Just sign here, mate.
All right.
He'll like toddle over. He has a really bizarrely shuffling little gait.
All right.
He goes
Um,
from a soldier to administrative clerk in a half second.
Don't bother the wildlife. So I'm gonna sign this here. This is just saying that we agree to show up in court in 2 weeks. And if anything
Don't forget to take your
otherworldly
copy.
happens, we'll find a way to contact you and let you know. But we will be there in order to negotiate in court in person.
Okay. And in triplicate here, please.
Scribble, scribble. And we will be there in 2 weeks.
Okay, very good, sir. I shall probably see you then. They usually bring us in to make sure everything's above board. And he holds up the scroll and it puffs away into black smoke.
I
Lovely.
flex at the thing.
So
You flex back.
that ended better than that. That ended well. This is a good thing. This is good. That's way better than the 3 options we were given.
Got a free potion out of it.
I do a full muscular pose at it. I'm fucking bulging, I'm ripped.
it makes a sound like a suit of armor falling down a spiral staircase.
It folds the other set of arms. You've lost.
Yeah, it literally does flex both sets of arms.
Well, fair enough.
Well, because it has
No.
2 extra hands, it could probably spell out "you lost" with its fingers.
It does.
Because that one has 10 extra.
It can count twice as high as you, Thuck.
It can
Ooh,
count
4.
4 times. Let's be real.
I have an intelligence of 11. Fuck
Yeah,
off.
yeah. Thought can only
Exactly.
count to 21.
Talk is not Naka.
I have an IQ of 110. Fuck off.
You,
Is that actually the way it works?
I don't know. Fucking what?
Fuck.
Imagine if 10 is average.
Something disquieting has happened.
What?
You've acquired an extra set of arms.
What?
No,
What?
no, it is not.
Wait, what? You just grow? What's with everybody's
It
body
looks like it looks like
transmogrifying?
It's weird looking. They're flexing in unison with yours.
Oh. What the fuck? Why did that happen?
He's
There's
got
a bit of lag when you.
Oh, alright.
Did he just teleport his arms onto my body to take the piss out of me?
He looks confused. As
Oh,
does
no.
Gil.
Everyone's
Probably
you always
wants
have
his
those?
arm. He probably wants his arms back.
No, he's still got his.
Oh, we just gained 2 arms.
Hang on a minute. He kind of waves his hand, and his hand passes through his second set.
What?
Roll me a
Why have,
perception.
why have I got ghost games? What the fuck is happening?
do I detect magic? Besides the
There's magic
obvious
afoot.
Who's magic?
In
Are you
which
doing
direction?
this, Guild?
Do I look
In
like
which
some
dire-
illusionism? Do I look like some kind of homosexual to you?
Oh, damn, that was some.
So these arms can... Do they just move in tandem with my other arms? And
They are trying to. They are having a time.
and they're not tangible.
His hand goes straight through them.
Anybody want to detect bullshit? Fucking around the area?
I said,
Since...
Oh,
magic has
we got
been
bullshit
detected.
everywhere.
There is a positive result for magic.
18.
That is illusion magic.
Who's casting illusion magic?
Nobody's casting illusion magic. You'd have to be. This is literally what can I use to decide from where it's from?
He kind of
Yeah,
looks
okay,
at Gil. Gil looks up at his idol and comes, right, our job here is done anyway. Yeah, come on, you. The two of them kind of wander up the road. Right, see you lot in 2 weeks' time then.
Ciao.
Fucking
All right.
what?
Well, saved you a bit of hassle. Fuck.
Hey, I'm a good boy. I never done anything. I was just out buying skills.
So,
I approach Tok and I whisper in here. It's bullshit.
oh shit, it's Jingji.
Yeah, I don't
the
actually know if I
arms fade
pulled him out
away.
of the hole.
A farewell
Oh.
to arms.
Oh fuck! I should have done a double dab while I had the chance.
Yeah, come on, man.
Oh, can we just go look for this dude in the spiders now? I am having a very stressful day. Fuck only pawn in Game of Life.
Well, Rags, that was a mighty fine diplomacy check.
Oh man, what a nightmare that was. But that's way better than you definitely losing to that monstrosity, and definitely better than you just accepting a guilty plea and signing a contract for Lord knows how much.
Yeah. Thanks, Rags. And not definitely. I could have taken them.
Wasn't that guy like streaming everything you said to another location?
That's fine.
Yeah, he was. He
That's
was.
fine. I
Didn't
would
you,
have
like-
said the same thing anyway.
Didn't you like pretty much confess?
Why am I talking to a pen?
I don't know. Why are you?
The pen's in my pocket. I'm not listening to.
Well,
the
you
pen.
can't unconfess.
I didn't know. I specifically said that me signing the contract isn't an admission of guilt.
Yeah,
Can
but the
we
admission of guilt that happened beforehand was an admission of guilt. But
No, it
sure,
wasn't.
whatever. 2 weeks time.
Yeah. Fucking look, can we just go kill some spiders or something? Let's
All right.
just
What
move
what
on.
was in that tower, Jingji, that you didn't steal?
Well, I saw a guy with 2 arms, but then he left, and I just kind of
Most
hid
guys
out.
have 2 arms.
I was gonna
Four
say.
arms. Whoops.
Like
Numbers
that's
are
not an
hard
I saw
Yeah.
a man. He had a face.
2 sets of arms.
Most
There
people
you go.
most people also have 2 forearms.
Oh, he had a waist. Ah!
Oy. But no, I didn't check anything else after that. I was just sort of listening in, I guess.
What?
Sounds like you're a bit thok.
No, not at all.
Don't be so shy. You heard the guy. Everybody has caught someone's incoming.
I don't
I'm
think
sure-
we
we just
have to
involved
be
in,
there
in
for
starting
his
the
sentencing, so-
fire. I didn't
I'm
start
gonna
the
be
fire.
fine.
What's in this tower? What exactly is inside of here?
Hey,
Alright,
Gavi, you gotta be my lawyer.
We will cross that bridge when we get to it.
You'll cross that bar when you come to it.
A bar
I guess-
might be necessary prerequisite.
Oh,
Well,
I guess
the only person
I'll,
to cross the bar lately has been Thok, and he was getting stabbed at the time.
We crossed a bar. So yeah, what's in this tower exactly?
I guess I'll climb back into it. I guess.
It's got a door, right?
The lower levels are actually collapsed in. The middle level has been the stone middle level has collapsed and covered most of the entrances. However, Jingji with her climb speed can quite easily get in. The footholds are very, very sturdy.
So I'll
It's
climb
trivial
back in,
there.
I guess, and just.
Okay.
The or try to.
The old mill, it's in a nasty state of disrepair, but there are still a few bits and pieces kicking around. Old pieces of machinery, primarily. Some old mills. That's odd. One of the millstones is cracked. That wasn't like that before. And there's something
It was-
glinting.
Let me roll perception. I guess figure out.
Can I use the ladders from the wagon to try to climb up? Take a look inside. Now that we have actually the 10-foot ladder for climbing.
Oh yeah, with a ladder, it's easy. Inside, amongst all the wreckage, is just these large shattered millstones, and something, to your vision, having the ability to detect magic, something is glowing.
Ooh. I can use spellcraft with +2 extra to detect magical items. Mhm.
Okay. It appears to be a torque or collar.
Does it look recent or old?
It is far too new to be from here naturally. By the looks of things,
Does it look like it?
there appears to be there's the remains of a javelin in the millstone. It seems to have cracked it in half. It's wedged in there pretty deep.
A javelin cracking a millstone?
Well,
So
if
let's
you
try to pull it
if
out.
you
Like,
can use a strength check to pull it out.
Oh yeah. Roll
you
away.
want to go first?
With a mighty heft, you can move the mill. Are you trying to move the millstone, the collar, or the javelin?
You have to describe me what's the position they
Okay.
have.
The millstone is split in half, with a javelin wedged into it. Amongst the as if it was wedged inside originally, in amongst the cracked millstone is the collar. But it appears to be pinned between the two halves.
Yeah, I also have a +2 on this to break open static objects like doors and shit. So it's actually to 22. I have the trait, the muscle of society, +2 on certain strength checks and +2 to carrying capacity.
Okay.
I just wanted to like, can I lift the stone and see is there like anything written on the downside before I split it open? I can fucking lift.
Okay.
How much I can lift?
I can
Overhead
help.
I can
Can I-
overhead 300 pounds off the ground, 600, and push or drag 1,500.
Can I help
Can I
too?
assist
Just
her
try
with
to-
this? Can I do
Yeah.
that?
Certainly.
Okay,
Well,
strength.
sounds moving shit. Right, fucking,
Yeah.
if you want strength, I'll
Yeah, I mean, we've got enough people here to do this shit. I'm just already down there, so.
Whereabouts are you? Are you on the top or the bottom?
On one millstone is emblazoned the words "no pain." On the other half of the stone are emblazoned the words "no gain." They seem fairly fresh, burned into the stone.
Do these things look like they are fucking part of weights? Like the part of the dumbbells?
This was a.
It
this
does bear a
gym.
striking resemblance to it. But it's as if someone threw it down with such force as to crack it.
How much do these pieces weigh?
Each of these millstones is easily 100 pounds, if not more. The mill was small, but it had some fairly potent, like grinding stones.
I think we can pick this up to examine later. Not put it on the card, but on the way back or something.
The collar is there, currently
Yeah,
laying
well,
completely.
what about the collar?
The collar is a fairly plain-looking black, appears to be canvas collar, with a single, almost pendant-like medallion.
Does the medallion feels bad
Seems-
to touch?
There is no apparent way to adjust it. It is a simple clasp. And the medallion is a plain metal.
Your ex, do you feel ill?
Do I feel ill?
Do you
Evil
feel
in this thing.
Oh, do I sense evil? Evil.
No, quite the opposite.
Is there like some inscription on it, like the color, decorations? Just plain metal.
On the back, it says the name Regave. And then a series of numbers. And the words, "If found, please return," and then an address. The address is located somewhere in the. Well, it gets into weird celestial symbology that you can't understand.
Well, with
So
a
it's
furrowed
not
brow,
knowledge local, definitely.
No, knowledge planes.
do I recognize this spear from any particular place?
The javelin is a It's the kind of thing you'd normally seen in an athletics competition. It's not a weapon javelin. Or if it
Is
is,
this
it's a
a-
very plain one. Oh, who
Is
just
this a shrine to Kugresh?
It's not really a. It's not really a well enough kept to be a shrine. Just looks like this.
A former shrine?
Let's put it this way: if you trace the line of the javelin, it came through with whatever struck through the ceiling.
Javelin in the stone. Whoever so pulleth out this javelin is hereby a good boy. Well,
And did not eat those shoes.
I did not eat those shoes. They were there. They were just where I found them. They were like that before I got here. It was the cat.
Is that the offerings to your god at the shrine? You just offer it up in brand new trainers?
Well, yeah, what tell me about this so I guess this javelin is very interesting. Clearly,
When it struck through the ceiling, it struck with enough force to shatter the stave, but the head of the javelin remains.
well, this seems as if it's a blessing from above. Perhaps this is a reward for doing something, or perhaps this means that I have something yet great to do and I have to use this in order to accomplish it.
All the comments.
I am very interested into the stones. I'm thinking of using them to reconstruct the shrine.
It more appears as though this javelin struck through the ceiling with enough force to just completely destroy the mill.
Yeah, I don't think this was meant to be a shrine.
Oh,
Well, isn't your god
That's
like...
a shrine more like a range marker for how far this
Alright.
javelin was thrown.
Alright, well, who do we know that likes sports and is strong enough to throw a sports javelin with enough force to wreck an entire towery thing that also is connected to you? So, fucking straight up, I think you're right. I think it may be fucking from Big Doggo on high.
The big dog upstairs,
The best boy.
the best boy. Yeah. Who knows? I have a destiny to carry out. I have to use this javelin in court. I hope.
There's evidence.
You know exactly what to
Get
do.
an accent in the middle of
You
your
know what to
skull.
do.
You know
Use the
exactly what to
javelin.
do when the time is right. We're in court.
Slay the
Guilty,
javelin
and you
for
just
yourself.
throw it across the room into the judge's head.
Objection.
I'm going to take one broken and load it on the cart, and I'm going to take another one and load it on my back, because I can actually carry this without encumbrance. Just it's still a light encumbrance.
So this-
Okay, you're more than happy to literally hang a millstone around your neck.
On the back.
Are you going for the no pain or the no gain one?
No gain.
I think
Wish
it's just
granted.
I think it just represents the fact that we have some great
no.
trial ahead of us that will ultimately hurt and be tough, but will make us stronger because of it.
Also, quite literally, we have to go to trial for a great crime. How many people have I killed?
I don't know how
You
many people
haven't
have
killed anybody.
18 farmsteads.
No, it
You've
wasn't.
killed.
No, it wasn't Thok. It was the evil kobold.
Motherfucking
kobolds.
fire, man. Fuck
Fuck
fire.
kobolds.
We made a
Kobolds are
little
fucking
fire.
assholes.
Thok allegedly made a little fire.
The only thing worse
And
than
didn't do
kobolds is
anything.
goblins. Can't stand the little bastards.
And so an evil kobold is who's
By
responsible.
the way,
for
mud
this.
has not moved from that spot like across the river.
So this javelin. Tell me about this javelin here.
It is a simple, round pointed. It's similar to the style of point you would see on like a boarding pike,
Mm-hmm.
but it seems to be more designed for striking earth than for striking flesh. Or if it was designed for striking flesh, it has struck this stone with such force that it has been completely blunted.
Ah,
So it's like a
anti-earth
symbolic
elemental.
javelin.
That's smart.
At this
So does
point,
it have any like actual combat usage, or is it more of just?
if you sharpened up, you could use it as a knife.
Could you put it in one of your shields? Use it as a shield spike?
Could you wear it on
appears
your
to
wrist
have
like a
once
cool
been made of
watch?
bronze.
Could.
Oh yeah, Bill, I forgot. I just wanted to put extra rope in the shopping cart. I forgot to add that. Just to notify you. We need a bit more extra rope.
Okay.
That's it.
Well, I'll take this javelin. It's clearly meant for me. And perhaps I'll have someone examine it. Here, can you do an Arcana examination on it and see if there's any enchantment about it, or?
1 second. Ooh, 26.
The javelin is the remains of a javelin of lightning bolts, which is a weapon that, when thrown, the javelin transmutes itself into a bolt of lightning. No, this
Ooh,
one's been used.
So it doesn't have any charge left.
It's got a faint static crackle, but little more.
So can this be forged into a weapon? Like if I find a good enough blacksmith or enchanter, can this be given its old
Good
abilities?
bronze, but reforging it would be about the same price as just making a new one.
Give it a
Tiny
needle,
bit
see if you
cheaper.
can recharge
Would
it.
it have any magical abilities?
I have
the stave literally exploded off this thing when it struck. It's a few fragments of wood. It's like literal shards of wood and a very heavily slagged piece of bronze. Quite nice looking bronze, mind you.
Can Nira recharge it?
No, unfortunately, it's a one-use item.
I will keep it.
Can I roll knowledge history on it?
Yes.
Just because no bronze. Shit's old, yo.
Why are you a pen now and not a bottle?
Yeah.
He used to be a
something
banana.
Something happened to the bottle.
Would you rather be in a pocket or somewhere unmentionable?
That's right, you keep turning into different things. Fucking, just realise that he's turning into different stuff every fucking hit. What the fuck is happening?
Yes.
Not his fault bad things happen to him.
Yes.
Conversely, it's always your fault when bad things happen to you.
God damn it.
No,
I guess
no idea whatsoever.
I guess I don't know shit.
Bronze? What newfangled thing is this?
Fuck is bronze?
Back
Seems
in
like
my
some gay
days,
shit to
we
me.
used to throw rocks at each other.
I'm happy here with my sharp, pointy stone.
I picked up a
I'm a
stick and
pen.
beat Grok with it, and it worked fine. Anyway, we have to rescue
Shall we
someone.
proceed and use some detection to?
Yes, the collar is glowing brightly.
Wait, the collar.
Yes.
So there's a collar, a spear that says. What? Tell me about this collar.
Okay, the collar is a simple, non-adjustable collar made of what appears to be black canvas, and with a small pendant with the name Regave emblazoned on the back. It's a rhombus-cut piece of metal.
I think this thing literally has your name on it.
So, does it have? Is it enchanted?
Yes.
What is the enchantment that surrounds this collar?
Roll me spellcraft. Let's find out.
I actually have that.
I have it with a bonus.
Yeah, do that.
Second. Oh, shit.
None of you really know what it is. It's fairly advanced magic, and even when you kind of manhandle a thing, the canvas is completely unmarked. This should be something that creases very, very easily, but it's almost, from what you've seen, it's tear-proof. The threads can't. There's no thread or seam. This was almost as if this collar was made in the shape it's in. Like it began existence in this shape. There was no manufacturing. No stitch marks, no welds, no forging.
And perhaps on the way back, we can have somebody take a look at this and see if there's anything.
We can all go to
Anything.
It's warm to the touch.
Is it warm as a mother's hug?
Velvety,
Certainly
soft, and
comforting.
smooth like a puppy dog's ear.
That's about the texture.
Yeah. I'll take it. With the javelin. I'll definitely be treating this like it's a sign from Kyrgyz that either I have
It
done
glows dimly with a soft white light when you think that.
I've done something well and this is a reward, or this means that I have to use these to perform some great task in the future for him.
It gleams all dull white once again.
Well, I don't want to presume too much until I know, but now that I have them, I feel like we should continue on with our task. I feel like we are.
Bill,
feel like the
what
party
does
needs to be-
medium encumbrance that does?
Medium encumbrance.
It's
Okay.
move on ahead. Oh, I see that tiny burqa wearing figure. Hello there, Mud. How you doing? Are you feeling any better?
Medium encumbrance makes it so you're going to get 3 dex bonus. Your speed drops 20 feet, and your armor check increases to -3.
I'm going to take the second stone as well with me.
Sorry, I'm just treating this. By the way,
So
I know my
I
tokens.
have 200 pounds on me.
I know my tokens on here,
Okay.
but I'm treating this as I'm on my way.
Can you use stones as a +1 armor?
All reason that you can arrive at your leisure. Where are all these little fucking rectangles coming from?
No idea. Oh, Bill, you crushed the map. It's just.
Oh no!
Shall we continue our trip?
That's what.
Fuck it, let's go to Spider Island or wherever the fuck is.
Okay.
So I guess along the road we'll be doing checks to see if there's any signs of distress or struggles, or if there's any trails. leading off.
Our nature. Do we see traces of spiders or some shit?
Yes, you do. As you're walking through the forest, you notice a thin strand of something silvery, just between 2 trees.
Speedrophiles.
I look at the camp down south. Hey, Gil, is that your camp?
Sure is.
Didn't see a scholarly type lurking around, maybe.
Can't say I have.
Thanks.
Should we note that the
Why
thing
is-
is
why is
both of them
Nuka
are
not-
crouched around.
I don't even understand.
Sorry?
Oh, because of the fake news thing.
Did
Of course.
you not see that image I sent you last week? With the fire?
Yeah, they started the fire. Yeah.
Yeah, and fucking.
It's in the private.
Yeah, I
Also,
remember.
Naka, have you seen the one at the bottom with you flexing at the thing?
Oh god, no. And lo, the most autistic battle of muscles and fucking legal paperwork was had.
But which one was tougher?
So we see.
Let's ask the chat and find out.
Here, before we proceed, I'll actually ask Gil, if he's seen any spiders or spider webs or anything of that nature. Seen them or heard them?
He'll point up at a tree in the middle distance. as you watch, there's that same kind of silvery like strand of something carrying on the wind from the tree. And as a flock of what appears to be sparrows fly by, as they fly through past the strand, a number of them drop out of the sky, having been stuck by something. But they tumble out of the sky like stones.
Can we?
Where say it was? Which way?
It's in the middle. It's not on the map currently.
Well,
Just in
can
the
we
middle
head
distance.
towards where the sparrows fell and got stuck? I assume that will lead us to the spiders.
Do you know what I think would be good for this forest? Fire.
No.
Give me one reason not to burn this forest to the ground.
Is that you?
Ugh.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go check out the bombs.
Let's
Thanks,
check out the
Gale.
birds.
Yeah, I assume that following those sparrows will lead us to the spiders.
Is it really arson if it's a tree full of spiders?
Okay, I shall now move you over to the next map. Here, you'll be the top right. Like like in every chart every one of those political charts you've ever been on.
So Bill, it's
There you go.
minus 3 on dexterity and minus 3 on armor.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, minus 3 in dexterity. So the most you can ever get from your dex when you're medium encumbered, you can only get 3 dexterity bonus to armor. And
So-
all your skills that rely on physical exertion take a minus 3.
So if I have 1 from dexterity, I get 0.
If you have 3 dexterity, like if you have plus 3 dex, it's fine. If you're at plus 4, you still only get plus 3.
So
Anything above a 3 doesn't count.
I
okay.
got a 22 in perception.
You notice that the forest here gives way to something a bit more dense. The soil here is a bit more... It's got a very bizarre texture to it. It crunches underfoot like snow. I'll just switch this over to the next sound.
Hey, fancy map.
And I'll put on the next.
Bill, how long have you been waiting to use these maps?
Since Christmas time.
So during the Triassic period, they say that beer started setting up, planting the trees that will grow up.
Well,
actually-
it'll be fun, they said.
I'll tell everybody that we need to stick together. Stay close. Nobody wander off.
No one get choked by like invisible nooses.
I pick up Jing and throw her at the nearest tree.
But wait,
Oh.
this will be a very interesting one because we will be moving from now on in initiative order.
Oh shit.
Oh, balls.
Oh, I see why you.
There'll be no Chu Hoi today.
Did one catch up to us yet?
Yep.
Uh,
Even the pen? You have to. Okay, before you. I'm just gonna.
Oh yeah, you have to start the imaged.
Oh fuck! I wasn't selected because
It's alright. If you botched, don't worry. I'll just add you to the thing.
That's cool. I got 10.
You should be able to input it yourself, but there
Can
you
you?
go. Yeah, you should be able to.
can we just say that I'm in Regave's pocket?
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
Huh?
cool.
Okay. Jingji, you are first to go.
Good luck, bitch.
What? Fuck, I don't know what to do.
Explore at your leisure. The whole
Yeah,
map
I
is open
guess
to you.
I'm just I'm gonna climb one of these trees and see if I can get a better vantage point on stuff.
Okay. Any preference?
Well, I guess. one like right in front of us here.
Okay.
Can I make this a 5-foot step, and then am I close enough to climb it, or do I need to go first?
Yeah, you can leap up into the upper boughs.
I also do have to. If I'm jumping, I have +1 jump. But okay.
That's okay. It's just a simple like hop, a skip, and a jump.
Okey-doke.
Okay, you scamper up into it easily. And let me just edit the
Make the tree my bitch.
dynamic lighting layer. I'll okay.
Okay. Outside of that, I'll just. I guess. Can I
I
roll perception?
will.
Just or is there anything I can immediately see? I guess.
Roll me a perception, please. You'll get a big bonus from the advantage. Okay. You notice, among other things. Hang on, let me just change one small thing. Let's use the old model. Okay. Okay. You notice, first of all, in amongst the nitrous-looking ground, are these very thin flecks of. They're not metal. They're almost like
How tall?
glass glinting. Someone appears to have stuck shards of glass into the soil as makeshift caltrops.
Okay, then I'll go ahead and yell that down to everybody. Just watch out for your tootsies, lads. There's
Furthermore,
bad as Lego pieces.
knelt beside a bush, seemingly asleep, is a figure in armor. Just beyond the caltrops.
Oh, we
Okay.
have to go check and see who it is.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and just
Like,
relay that information.
Like here, down south.
Mm-hmm. And further, with that roll, it's enough to know. As you're up in the tree, there is something up here. Don't worry, it's nothing hostile yet. Something has been through here recently and left something behind. It's almost like a little nest.
The words Regave are written.
Yes, they are.
I'm home.
One is, well, the name Regave is written on something, namely a bullet.
Oof.
Oh, well, I'll
A
definitely
small
want to keep that on
stash
me.
of appears to be a stash of ammunition, as well as a bizarre-looking set of eyeglasses have been left up here.
How tall up is this tree? Could I like safely pass that down? So someone
Look.
there could have a look at it or
Like,
something.
if there's a bullet with my name on it, I want to keep that on me.
Well, that's
I don't
what
want anyone else
figured.
getting it.
I mean, I don't have a price, so I can't even tell if it's really valuable or not. So, but, hey, well, I don't know. How about this? Can I try and sense motive to see if there's anything like obviously evil or weird
Sense the
about this
motive of
stuff?
The bullet.
I mean, yeah, it seems kind of odd that there's a bullet with our companion's name on it up in a tree.
There are a number of other more generic bullets, as well as a couple of other names you don't recognize. But this is someone's cache of ammunition, and someone has been moving through these trees, judging by the boot print.
Read out the names and see if Regave knows any of them. Maybe he's
Maybe they're
somebody
other
that's going to try and kill Paladin. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and just read off all of them. How loud am I being, by the way, or are we still pretty stealthy? You said that there's a guy. Can I tell if he's like asleep or?
He doesn't appear to be moving. He appears to be asleep or dead.
Okay. I'll still, I guess, do I roll stealth to try and like relay all this information relatively quietly? Would that be stealth?
Roll a
Sorry
one.
about that. Sorry about that. Apparently, whilst I was typing some stuff out, I accidentally hit the deafen hotkey. So could you say that last bit again?
Oh no, I do that all the time. Should I roll like stealth or something so that I can relay this information relatively quietly? Just I don't want to
Yeah,
wake that
certainly
guy
be a
up.
bluff check.
so- Bluff. Okay.
1, she shouts. 20,
Oh.
she speaks so quietly somebody else shouts.
I
Bitch,
don't
speak up!
bluff.
Yeah. I can't hear you.
Can't understand you and your monkey talk.
Speak it. You weird
I
orange
just start
monkey.
screeching like a chimp, just you know.
You know, this is a good.
Shiz to get her attention.
Wee.
I just say that
Sending
almost
shit to
half
get
of
your
this party
attention,
is
yeah,
fuzzy orange creatures now.
Mm.
Yeah, that's enough to get the point across.
Well,
So
I'm going to be
Xing
very
Shi no
concerned about
longer-
the idea that there's actually a bullet with my name on it, and I'm going to immediately ask for it to be tossed down to me so I could take a look.
Sure.
So is Jinxi no longer like that weird gorilla-looking thing?
Oh, no,
back
she's-
to looking normal.
No, I'm an
She's-
orangutan now.
Right.
Well, I guess I still am. I don't know why that would have changed.
Oh,
Okay.
I was just
There are a few other names. Those names, in no particular order, include Mr. Vasilini, Old Stone Scar. One name that is completely scratched out.
Old
Gil.
Stone Scar?
Yep, spelled AULDSTONESCAR.
I whisper to Xingshi. Xingshi, give me the Vasilini one.
I mean, do you want me to just take them all? I guess. Seeming
Yeah,
to make
fuck
sense.
it.
Yeah,
Just
probably a
take
good
them, And the
idea.
glasses and anything else that's up here of
And another one reads Antoine Kef.
Keff?
Keph.
Antoine Keff. The name doesn't ring a bell.
Another reads Garrick Ilmarsh.
That's the fucking
There's
sheriff,
one guy.
isn't it?
Yep.
It should be noted that each of these seems to be a different design. Yours, for instance, appears to be a fairly high caliber Spitzer type bullet,
Yeah, it'd have to be, boy.
whereas the one intended for Vasilini is a hollow point.
Do I detect magic about them?
Well, let me see. Interesting. Perhaps an assassin with a quirk.
But whoever they are certainly carrying a fairly wide variety of weapons, considering that each of these is a different caliber.
Hmm.
And each primed in a very well-seated paper cartridge.
So these would have to come from a variety of different weapons.
right. So they're not traveling light, in other words. Does anybody have a survival or something that might be able to check for well, I guess I could try it. I'm not trained in it though. But you said I saw signs that someone had been through here recently.
Yeah, there's a clear boot print from a very slightly gripped moccasin type shoe.
Could I try
That's-
to, even though if I'm not trained, to take a best guess of the direction they went, maybe?
Well, certainly. Be just roll survival as usual.
And it might be worth checking to see if these bullets are enchanted or if they're just regular bullets.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
I think we should sneak up and fucking grab that dude while he's asleep and ask him what the fuck is. Probably his stuff.
I doubt.
Wait, we have a guy to sneak up. But suddenly Mud says that it's he's AFK for computer and that we should play skip his turn. Said in the private.
But with okay, SA 17 for survival. They've been moving from tree to tree. They've been aided by what appears to be a grappling hook. Quite a light one, though. There are markings that indicate that it was more of a sharpened hook rather than the traditional tri-pronged grappling hook. And they moved to the southwest.
Well, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to try to sneak up on this dude? I
Um.
mean,
Well, I would wager that he's in trouble if he's just laying around out here. But the caltrips imply that it's a trap. So
Are we sure that he's even alive?
yeah. Can I can I possibly drop jump from like tree to tree like this one to this one?
Oh,
How far
very
is it?
easily.
30 feet. Okay, just to get a better view of this dude. Okay. Acrobatics
brachiate.
or
It'll be a climb check. Brachiation works via climb.
okay.
Can also be done on acrobatics, but oh yeah, very simply.
Okay.
You may move up to twice your speed through the trees.
Okay. I think right probably. There we go. Being a little
Okay.
closer, can I make out anything else?
Roll me a perception check, please. Okay. The figure's very easy to make out, and the reason why you notice the caltrops becomes a bit more apparent, there is a torch laid against the spiked into the ground beside him. It's very low, but it's there. A red, almost glass shroud has been placed over it to keep it going and safe from the elements.
Not saying fires.
Hmm.
You notice that dotted around him, there are a couple of others, just like that torch, all spiked into the ground, all around him.
Okay. Well,
He appears to be unconscious.
but can I tell it from here if he's breathing or not?
He's breathing
Okay.
very shallowly. You notice that there are clear scuff marks on his boots, but there are also chunks of the strange glass-like substance indented in the boots, but nothing seems to have gotten through. There's no blood.
Alright, well, if it seems like he's out, then we can probably just sneak up on him. Just be careful of the caltrops. I guess, I don't know. I'll just, like, can they see me well enough for here to see me, like, waving them over, I suppose? That might be too far. That's not that far, it's 30. Yeah,
Well, we
okay.
can roll perception to see where she is going.
Roll away. And it'll actually bring us to a next round. Mud's up next. But
Mud
he's
says he's away.
he's absentia, so Rugave is up next.
all right.
Let's see if we can keep a track of the chimp.
Perception.
Hey, excuse me, it's orangutan now. Use my updated pronouns.
My apologies.
Here's a bit more art now of simply exploring the forest.
Oh, that's cute. That's awesome.
Yeah. Why are you wearing those around you?
You see, Ivan, when you wear land anti-tank mine, the enemy not shoot you for fear that you explode.
All right. So let's
No
see.
pain. I just look at Aragawa and I say no pain, no gain.
All right. I will. Let's see how far. I won't move. Probably won't move too far. I want to keep everyone together.
A member
I'll
of the
move.
huge
I'll
trust.
move 30 feet up to the over here. So let me get myself moved on over. kind of beneath her. She's going through the trees. But I want to rush into the caltrops. Probably end up going around him next turn or so. How long does the magic weapon last?
A
minute.
per level. So for you, a minute.
So that's 10 turns, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. Okay. Oh, sorry, not magic weapon.
Oh god, roll 27 at the time again.
Oh, it's
It's a large
It's
map.
the
hedging
most
weapons is what it is.
No, it's time to strikes again.
Hedging weapon. That's a minute a level. Okay, okay. All right. I'll go ahead and I'll end my turn there.
Okay. Nira.
Well, first of all, with that roll, I can follow where Xingshi is going, yes?
Yes, indeed.
I'm going to cast a mage armor on myself, first of all. So I have +4 armor for the moment. And also, I'm thinking. Can I roll nature to see any other tracks beside, like from the spiders or something?
It would be survival.
Survival. Yeah, actually, yeah, 0 in survival. Yeah, I'll just I'll just try to sense magic if I can sense any.
There is magic present.
Yeah, try. Which way, Bill?
And that's all we get on the first round. Okay.
Yeah, can I make a move, or is that all I can do?
Oh yeah, certainly, sir.
I'll just follow behind Rugava. Now it's 20 pace turn.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Thok, you're up next.
Okay, so what exactly is the plan, everybody?
Trying to kind of keep as a group, and I'm moving down to check on this guy slumped by the tree.
We are following Xingshi because she obviously spotted something.
I'm gonna perceive anyway, just in case it's in the way. Hey!
Okay,
What was that roll?
that a...
That was me
It
perceiving. I said
Okay.
I said I was perceiving.
Okie dokie. You notice something. It was missed.
What?
Up ahead, there's a branch that's been bent down and counterweighted. It's a snare
dear.
trap.
This here?
Mm-hmm.
I
After his
gesture.
experience with traps, he's getting smarter.
I have
Spiders
trap
are
sense.
getting smart.
I have trap sense, by the way.
Clearly.
I gesture either I go "Psst" to the my peeps, and I point over in the direction of the trap.
More than spiders out here. Oh, the bullets with names on them would imply that as well.
Fair play. There we go. That'll do me.
You also notice something moving between the trees,
Oh.
above them specifically.
Something in
Gadzooks.
Viet. You can hear something in Vietnamese.
God, I wish you told me that before I moved.
No, don't worry. Just when you look at the trap that you left behind, there was a feather, not attached to anything, just errant on the limb. It's not covered in that thick moss that everything else is covered in.
Hmm.
And again, as you move, each step is like crunching through a thin layer of frost. But it's perfectly warm. In fact, it's quite humid.
What is it on the ground that's making that noise? Is it dried
It's the-
webs or?
It's not clear, something under the undergrowth, but it's not quite dried leaves. It's what the moss itself is crackling.
So definitely unusual.
Again, with each step, there's this very odd sulphurous kind of smell.
This is the realm of Satan.
Anything else, Doc?
Yes, I burned in the forest. No, where's it go? That'll do me.
Okay.
I'm just gonna side up
Before we-
next to
Before we
Gorgo.
continue to Jingji's turn, I'm just going to make a few small adjustments.
Is Mud back?
Hey ho.
Hey, Mud, it was your turn.
Yeah, just carry
Do
on going. I'll catch up.
you want us to move you around to stay with the group?
No, I'm done now. I'll catch up. Don't worry. Plus, Harden at the back is you know the best position.
Yes.
Oh, right, sorry. It's everyone went silent, and I was suddenly like,
Bill's tinkering.
Okay. Jingji, you're up.
Okay.
Ooh, what's this?
Woo. Okay. Let me actually I'm gonna try to quietly move about up here in the trees so that I can say, how far is that? 25 feet? Could I make that jump, you think? Reasonably?
go for it.
Yeah, I guess.
Do a
But I'd
flank.
like to try and do it quietly. So, as quietly as possible. So, I guess I'll roll.
There's nothing quieter than a kid falling out of a tree.
Well, I mean, obviously then. I don't know. I'll try to do both. We'll see. I'll do, I guess, should I roll stealth first or roll...
Roll acrobatics first.
Okay.
Do a flip.
Alright.
Because you can still quietly break your neck falling out of a tree.
Yeah.
Oh, you are fine. Brachiation
Yeah.
is inclined.
See what happens when you don't steal.
This is stealth.
Let me just get my dice very quickly. As you reach the perimeter, you notice the entire area is bathed in that red light. And as soon as one of your feet touches an area illuminated by it, could you roll me a perception check, please?
Sure.
His eyes snap open.
Oof.
But with that roll, you notice something. His eyes are very odd. They're very vibrant green, but the iris is damaged and it's torn along the
Sharing,
iris.
gang.
The pupil itself is damaged. Not sure if you can actually see.
Okay, let's see. Can I tell if he definitely noticed me or if he's just awake? Sense motive, I guess, maybe, or...
Sense motive, please.
Deep. Hey, could you?
Okay. You can't really get a read on him. But as you approach, he quietly stands up. All around him are those lights.
Familiar faces.
And
worn
in his
outfits.
hand is a lit torch.
Okay, I don't really have knowledge of much, unsurprisingly. I do have religion. Do I know if these are some religious items, I guess?
Roll religion, please.
To do. Alright, which...
Some of these would be quite tough, so...
Yeah, well,
This is a
Oh,
great...
boy.
Okay, you know that these... They're very intricate to not be religious. Like, everything is
no clue.
very carefully put together. Though some of the torches are just simple pieces of wood and canvas and pine resin.
And they're
But
all
he's-
stuck in the ground?
Most of them are stuck on the ground. One is at his... There are a couple at his hip. He is carrying one, and on his back is what appears to be what's called a lantern stave. It is a stave with a regular butt spike at one end and a heavy-duty lantern at the other.
Is that the only kind of weapon I can see him obviously carrying?
He is carrying what appears to be a still sheathed longsword at his hip.
Hmm.
He's wearing what appears to be a very old, antiquated style of knight's regalia, knight's harness, and is clad in a green hood.
Trying to think if I should be try to disarm him, but I'm a little bit afraid to do that.
He's got a bizarre, like something about the warmth of the lanterns is fairly calming.
Okay, so it's not
Yeah, I
like
think that
obviously.
No, you suspect that there might even be some incense in the torches to help someone sleep.
Okay.
He doesn't seem to have noticed you.
Damn, I wish there was some way. I don't know. There's no real way I could communicate with anybody else from here. But if
No, you can use sign language via bluff. They're not very
Okay.
far away.
all right,
I assume that we saw her make that leap.
Talk and me had very good perceptions to follow
Right.
Jinchi. So
yeah, okay. I'll try to just like symbol caution, I guess. Like I think it's probably okay. Just
like
be on
slow
alert.
down.
Kind of
Yeah.
a shaky thumbs up.
Yes, like a yeah, there you go, shaky thumbs up. Yeah. Okay, that's bluff. Oh, I'm not good at that. Oof.
Well, Naka, enjoy the art in the private. Look at the bottom.
Okay. Oh god.
I like how the horns on the helmet are getting progressively larger.
Just gonna come round to the. They're gonna go under my arms. But fucking, I'm gonna look like a fucking
You'll start
Grim
cycling
Orchard
through.
shit.
You'll start cycling through different weird mustache styles. Just made of ivory.
It's gonna be like that boar which can have its tusks go back into its own brain.
Or you could be like that guy whose mustache is a windmill
Oh, that
Or
guy's
that
awesome.
one guy that's mustache is a cage.
around his own head.
Ye-
I'm in an ivory cage of emotion.
I think for that, after that, just trying to communicate as best as I can. I'm probably just gonna stay up here stealthily.
He's kind of motion toward him, then kind of a neck cutting, like fucking just motions.
So-
Jonah Hill neck cut motions. No. Next up is Mud.
Okie dokie. Sorry, is the pen just there?
I'm in Regave's pocket.
Hello.
Apparently his pocket's fucking huge.
Yeah.
It's
I
not.
should state this is not like a lance-sized pen. This
Yeah,
is
it's
a
just a
regular
pen.
pen.
Yeah, I needed to kind of clarify that because I thought it was a touch odd. They were just kind of sticking out of the ground.
We
No,
can
it's
just
about
assume
body.
that the pin is on my person.
It was like a novelty pen.
Yeah, it's in my pocket.
A pen the size of a polar.
No, but you know those pens where like they have the normal size pen inside of it, so when you click it, you've got to kind of awkwardly hold it. Yeah, that's.
I should do
Those are
know the ones you mean.
I do.
I forget. Do I get a bonus to what's it called? Aim when I wield something two-handed, or is it just damage?
Just damage, not to accuracy. Because otherwise, people might actually use two-handed weapons for that. Not that there's any shortage of people using them.
Right. So, I'm gonna treat it like I've just turned up, in terms of I'm behind everyone else. And I'm gonna be rolling for stealth. Ah, shucks! It was a 2.
Shucks.
Dude, fuck's sake, man.
Golly gee.
Even with two, he has
You can see now why when we played Skog's campaign and I was actually playing, I quickly gave up being a stealth build.
What was that?
Considering I had a +2 to that check.
E. Okay then. Okay, so I'm gonna. I just have to clarify that stealth is for everyone, so no one actually knows that I'm here yet. I make my way around the outside. That's
Okay.
30 feet. That's 30 feet.
Could you roll me a perception check, please?
Happily. That was almost as close to my 2 roll. That is just sad.
Okay. You notice something.
Mhm.
There is something in one of the trees.
I mean, there's quite a few trees. But, I mean,
I have now noticed that that is in fact set to the do not show setting. This tree.
oh, fuck.
It's like
which
it's
tree,
this
which tree,
percent
which tree?
Vietnamese.
I'm a little bit confused which tree it is.
70 feet.
Oh,
To your
right. I was
left.
about to say. I was trying to work out. I think that's outside of my view sight. Unless I am actually.
It's in your dim light view set.
Ah, right.
Sure, why are you like? Oh no, it isn't. That's your view sight. Apologies for that. For some reason it flagged as being inside your view.
Oh, that's-
But you definitely saw some rustling in the trees.
oh, great. That's pinpointed really exactly where everything is.
The trees. Big tall things with.
Oh, you know what? No one's ever told me what a tree was. Thanks. That's actually really helped. Putting that in my diary.
Whatever happened to Robot Jones?
So what's that? 2 actions? Oh, quick thing. What kind of light level are we looking like in trees?
It is. The lighting here is. It's surprisingly bright considering
Mhm.
how dense the actual canopy is. But it's still everything seems muted and sort of grey.
Oh, Bill, a very important question. The cart, is it still like behind us, following
Yes.
us? Or...
Bringing it in here directly will be quite tricky. So the trees are a bit narrow in places, and the actual ground here, you worry that it would get the actual ground is very soft, and a heavy cart might simply sink.
Right. Okay. I'll just as a swift action, I'll sharpen my blade, and that may be me done.
Okay. Regave.
Alrighty, let's see here. 20, 20. So could I make this movement to here? Kind of going around. Or it's like since I'm aware of the caltrops, can I just like step around them?
You may move through them. You can move through them safely at half speed.
You can use your shield as a broom.
I should note that these aren't traditional caltrops. These are shards of glass that have been embedded in the soil. It's a glass.
so
Close to a. They're a bit of a funny color for simple glass. They're more like chunks of strange quartz-like crystal.
Then I'll just go around instead. Next to Jing.
If you right-click as you hold, you can actually segment your ruler.
All right. Yeah, I'll do that. So do I have the ability to initiate dialogue with this guy after 35 feet?
You may attempt to.
Yeah, so
He has not reacted to your presence yet.
I'll just do a simple greeting. I'll say hello, stranger, and see how he
Stranger.
reacts.
He extends a gauntleted hand.
Like a handshake.
Yes.
Anything unusual about the hand?
You notice that the armor, though it's covered in this very lush greenery, is dented and rusted and pitted.
And the hand beneath it, can I see his skin or anything green?
Old, brittle, withered, like a crone's hand. The man
Watch out
himself
for
seems fairly
spider
vigorous.
webs. He might be a puppet.
I feel like I should be taking notes whenever bloody Dom is saying what it might be.
Well, maybe. I don't know. That's what I do.
Yeah, half of the notes would be I don't know.
So I will.
Don't underestimate me. More like 2/3.
My name is Tobias, child.
Is Tobias? Is like I'll reach out and I'll shake his hand and I'll say, "My name is Regave, and we're here looking." Tobias. What was the name of the guy we were trying to look for?
I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
Or did we actually get a name?
Don't make me look to the last episode to see the name the Vaseline told us.
One of the men who went missing out here provisionally was a Mr. Antoine Keff.
Antoine Keff. That's the
was
guy.
that the name on the bullet?
On the bullet, yeah.
One of the bullets has his name on. It has not been fired.
And how many people were with Keff? Did Vaseline specify, or was it just
No.
him?
I think he said he was alone.
How many people would go on a retarded spider expedition?
I don't know how many people were in our group.
Shut up. Fucking pen.
Fucking getting dabbed on by a fucking biro. What a time to be alive.
Nigga, I'm a
Fuck
Beck. I'm a Beck pen.
Well, I'll give Sir Tobias, a fairly regular, respectful greeting, and I'll say, this is an unusual place to find somebody. We're actually looking for someone as well. Perhaps you could help us locate them. A gentleman by the name of Antoine Keff who went looking to study the spiders in this area. We seek to
really?
find him, and we hope that he's unharmed and well.
The ant binder, yes. I recognize them. I could almost smell him on you. Yes, I've seen him move through here. He was covered in his allies, moving through under the light of a glow bug on his hand. I suspect he's nestled himself away in some forgotten foothold and hopes to catch one of the insect things here unawares.
I'm gonna ask Sir Tobias, who, if I may, who exactly are you that you're in such a strange place like this?
We are in similar lines of work. Don't write an old man off from the bounty hunting trade just for his advanced age.
What bounty brings you to a place like this?
He will indicate to the little shards in the ground. Whoever laid these here has something that belongs to my knightly order.
What is your knightly order?
Have you heard of the Knights of the Grey?
I guess I'll have to do a knowledge nobility.
Knowledge, nobility, or religion?
Let's see which one of those is better for me. Knowledge religion is definitely better for me. I'm gonna do one of those. See
More
if I
like
can
the Knights
recall.
of Gay.
The pen said it, but we all thought it.
No, I was like, no, what is it, like fucking a night, bunch of like
I
old
literally
night
didn't
dudes?
think that at all.
We
Never
have that
crossed
in my
my
country,
mind.
for real. There's 7 of them. My
Do
dad
they
is
have
like
parades?
the unofficial initiate.
The Knights of Grey, you've heard stories of them, but no one really knows what they do. They've kind of passed into myth. All that you know is that they are, at least from your childhood, well, from the childhood of the family members that you were around when you were yourself just young, before we became humanoid, the Knights of Grey are undead hunters and hunters of eldritch artifacts.
Ah, so I would be, as a paladin, they would be. I mean,
They're
I think very
paladins
highly of
themselves.
them. I see. All right,
They are,
that's
guess
good.
this way, the Knights of the Grey are considered in the equivalent in our mythology would not quite be Knights of the Round Table, but up there.
I gotcha. I think I'm getting the imagery. Paladin, like Templary sorts of.
Very Knights Hospitaller.
All right. Well, I'm gonna let him know that I'm a paladin myself, and I have a deep respect for those who do, his line of work. And I'm gonna ask him if I'm actually gonna show him the bullet that I got from Jingji earlier, from the tree that had my name on it, and tell her and ask if this kind of craftsmanship is familiar, perhaps, for the one that he's hunting.
He
I'm
holds
gonna
out.
let him know that
He holds out in hand as if asking for the article.
I'll give it to him.
As his withered old hands grasp the cartridge, you notice that the paper wilts. At the touch of his thumb, the lead blemishes. That young upstart won't last long here. They never do.
What's the name of it? Go ahead.
The man I've been hunting here has been here a lot longer than they ever will.
You know who this guy is then? New guy?
Fucking Spider-Man.
Well,
The
if
thing I'm hunting here isn't a person anymore. It gave that up when it stole from us.
what did he steal?
It's very simple, really. It's a piece of simple glass from an old stained glass mirror. And I warn you, should you see it, don't approach it. It's dangerous.
The
Touch
man
could
or the
kill you.
glass?
Very
That
much
means
both.
you, chimp.
Well, tell him it's definitely within both of our interests to see this villainous person dispatched. I'll definitely trust that it's a bad person if a member of the Knights of the Grey is trying to look for him. So I'm gonna ask him if we can offer any assistance to getting this guy, because he's clearly a danger to us as well, and those we know.
Be careful in these woods, young one. What it has sowed in this place has cursed it. Geistwald was a horrid place to begin with. The spiders here grew to monstrous size, and what was once a flourishing grove for the Fae and their mounts is now little more than a blasted scar.
So what can we do to
He's made
help
it
you?
Watch where you step. That glass is spread everywhere, and it grows. It's like a virus, like a disease seething through the soil. And where it touches the plants, or it touches the animals, it corrupts them too. Should you encounter it, stay clear. For a single fragment or splinter of it, it could be your undoing.
Because of Jinji, I suppose I'll notice the glass that's scarred. Like is his foot like hurt by the glass, or does it just look like it's been like has he stepped on it himself?
He has evidently had a few close calls, but not actually stood on it himself.
All right.
He appears to be blind.
I'll ask him if he wants to come with us as we navigate this area, because we're both looking for similar things.
I'll do my best to keep you out of the way of those things. All I'll ask in return is keep an eye to the trees for me.
I say we have someone who can definitely do that, someone who's very nimble and agile.
Be careful. There are things out here even I can't fathom yet.
Problem is, she's chaotic retarded. Is that going to be an issue?
Fuck off!
Wait,
I'll
is that
fucking
implying retarded
fling
is
shit
like
at you from all the way over
along
here.
the good and evil spectrum?
Chaotic retarded.
Are you chaotic retarded?
Like whereabouts is retarded on the evil to good?
I'm neutral retarded.
It's the alt-centrist. It's the alt-centrist of good and evil.
Chaotic
It's the
retarded.
Z-axis.
I'm merely on the
it's-
spectrum, my friend.
I'm like the EU, I'm lawful retarded.
Awful retarded.
Well, this guy seems fine. You know, either I can ask him or you can. Just anything more about these torches, I guess. What's that about?
Each of we knights holds something that we must do to keep ourselves and those around us safe. That's why we venture out where we do. It's safer.
Would they help us? Could he loan us one?
He's with our party.
Simply. He hands over a torch. It's a very professional looking one with a odd, like, chemical smell to it.
Okay. Well, I mean, like, if I'm gonna be up here in the trees, and he said, "Watch out for the trees," I'd like to have a torch myself.
Should you find yourself for sale, strike it to one of the boughs. It'll spark to life.
Once again, the monkey looks for handouts.
It's a quick torch. If you use swift, you can light it as a swift action.
So
Okay.
perhaps it's best if we follow him. If it's best. Should we let him take the lead? I ask if he's comfortable doing that, or if he wants to adventure with him because he's probably more familiar with the area than we are. But we're here to back him up whenever he needs it.
Very well. Here, he hands over a couple of torches to you as well. Spike these down every 10, 20 feet or so.
All right. I'll let him know that I have some party members behind us, and they'll be with us in just a moment.
He will strike his own quick torch, and it crackles into burning white to life. Okay, he will now gain a visible initiative. He'll be going shortly after yourself. Just, yep, that's actually exactly the same as yours.
All right, we made a friend.
Better, we made an ally.
Better, we made a meat shield. I like this.
It should be noted that you do know, or at least someone associated with the Knights of Grey.
Oops.
I crouch down and I'll look close at one of the bits
who
of
do we know
glass.
who's
And stuff.
associated with the Knights of Grey?
Knights of Grey, you remember, tip of your tongue, you remember someone mentioning it. Memory check.
Is that wisdom roll?
Yep, flat wisdom roll.
Where's my wisdom?
Wisdom is shit.
Hooray.
Really. It really gets the noggin jogging.
Mm-hmm.
You remember Astra mentioning Knights of Grey? Astra being the young lady you met back at Thok's mother's house.
Yeah.
The girl,
Is that the undead girl?
the girl where that rusted whatever she carried, and would wilt plant life where she moved.
Perhaps getting in good graces with the Knights of Grey, perhaps that carries with it some clout that can help at your trial.
Maybe, I suppose.
God, you are a
positive
fucking lawyer, aren't you?
character.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, and go help
Well-
out this charity. It should help.
Well, I mean,
I
would
choose
probably-
to live my life as a knight of.
I don't mind. What's I got like fucking? I've already helped out a fucking Knight of Grey before, but again, I crouch down. I get a perception roll of 11. To look closely at one of the bits of glass without touching it, obviously.
touch it with my
Okay.
eye.
It's got a very odd glimmer to it. It's a flat piece, as if it used to be a piece of a larger sheet of glass.
Didn't you say it's just sticking out of the ground? Like, it's
Yep.
not just sitting on top of it.
It varies between like flat pieces of like a sheet glass or little thin, barely visible splinters.
Mm.
And they're just thrust into the ground.
Gavin, you want to
Invest-
use a detect on, like, see how fucking nasty these things are with your, dog
Oh, they're
Jesus
nasty.
powers?
Oh, they're nasty.
Did it work? Like, so you did detect evil on them?
He does detect evil.
Yeah,
It
he
will
says
take
they
multiple-
spread
it will
like a
take
virus.
it'll take rounds to focus in.
Well, is that what I could do? Can I, for multiple rounds, can I detect the source of it?
You will be able, once you focus for a few rounds, you will be able to detect it. Yes.
All right.
Fox are fucking genius.
All right. Yeah, we can do that. Instead of wandering around aimlessly, if we kind of honed in on where we need to go, gives us less of a chance for stepping on glass or traps.
This is why we have a pole with us. We can poke the ground and see do we hear crackling of glass or shit like that. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a pole. We can use that.
They call a stick.
Oh,
Yeah, big
fuck.
stick. The glass follow me. I can only blame myself.
Fuck you.
Okay. Anything else? Any other business before we move on to the next round?
No, I
No.
think that's
So
it for now.
Tobias. Okay. So Tobias will crack the torch and move forward. Every couple of feet, it seems, well, every 20 feet or so, he reaches into his bag, lights the torch, and rams into the soil. You notice that wherever he moves, he's always bathed in light. Though it never really seems to travel very far.
Hmm. All right.
There's not an ounce of shadow on him.
He has shadows disabled. He gets better FPS in combat.
To be honest.
Can we like all agree to use a couple of turns to analyze this and slowly move? Or does people have specific tasks they want to do?
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna follow Tobias.
Yeah, I was thinking like everybody should do the same or something.
I would go, just for safety, I'd go the way that we went. Just in case.
Yeah,
Nira, you're up.
yeah. I'm going to use to catch up, avoid this, and catch up with the group. Let me select. This avoids the glass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just catch.
The glass is a very strange color to it. It's it's a slightly iridescent. It varies between a very deep magenta and a very vibrant cyan color.
Mm. Can you use Arcana just to recognize it?
Yep, you may.
Yeah.
You have no idea what this. You recognize where you've seen it before. The glasses you picked up from that little perch in the tree earlier is made of the same material.
Mm. Are they like feeling like you can just hold them, but if you cut them, it'll be bad?
Oh, the glasses are
Like-
perfectly smooth. There's no facets or anything on them. But the glass on the ground, you wouldn't know unless you tampered with them. They look terrifically sharp.
Yeah. Well, we'll just leave them there for now. Are they like completely hidden, or can you just place a few sticks as a warning to whoever is passing by? You know, just like stick them in the ground. You know, to make it obvious that there is something there.
Oh, certainly.
As a swift action, or
It would be a standard action.
yeah. In that case, I can move only like somewhere around here.
Okay. You notice that as the staves break the soil, there's that very rough crackle, like breaking glass or rattling
like there
tin.
is even more deep glass underground.
And where the soil breaks, there's this dim, very nitrous glow, the same color as the crystal.
You whisper, "Oh shit, son." Kruger, help me banish this evil.
Will that be all, Nira?
Yep. You know, I cannot do anymore.
Sock.
You. So what we're doing, we're just following the dude.
Yeah,
You can
wait,
find
did
out if you
Block
wish.
move before my move?
Ooh.
No, you had your move that you were still in the same round, technically, where you spoke to Tobias.
Then how did Thok catch up? Oh, did he just move a second ago?
He is a barbarian. He moves faster than you.
He's a speedy
No,
boy.
I am very fast.
Barbarians get +10 speed off the bat.
What?
Fast as
So-
fuck, boy.
There's a reason I was a
Barbarians are-
hippopotamus. I am very fucking fast.
Barbarians are hilariously fast, especially when you consider what they do when they catch you.
Rape, pillage, burn. Rape, pillage, burn.
All I'm saying is, all those children with blonde hair and blue eyes in most of Northern Europe didn't get there because the Scandinavians are slow.
I rolled 10 in perception just to see if I see anything else. Mainly looking up at the trees, knowing that I'm meant to be mindful of it.
You notice in the tree just above you a thin feather.
Anything special about it?
And just flutters to the ground in front of you.
And it explodes. Oh! Fucking birds everywhere.
The feather hits the ground and then a voice emanates from it. Fuck, you're under arrest! You did another fucking bullshit thing, you did.
Stop! You violated the law!
You fucking you pissed off a bunch of fucking sea murloc assholes when you fucking fought them all in the water. That violated their NAP. We'll see you in court.
Not the non-aquatic principle.
Nah, I'm just gonna follow up. I'm just gonna follow after Bragavi. Whatnot. No.
You're next to me.
Anything else?
Nah, that's it.
Jingji. Which I'm being informed means something very interesting in Arabic by the chat.
What does it mean in Arabic? Holy shit. Again.
Thief.
Apparently, I couldn't possibly say, but those of you who are curious,
Alright.
You may need to
What
calm
name
down.
does it start with?
Your name is the Arabic N-word.
Please, translation.
Well done.
I actually need
Really?
to check this. I need to check this.
which names
Yeah.
are?
Oh, Aiden? No, Aiden means left hand of God in Arabic.
Oh, Shinji.
Which. Oh, I don't know.
Ah, the wiping hand.
Yeah, the
Shinji means-
wiping hand. In Chinese, I like. It was Chinese, obviously.
Obviously.
That's what I was going for. How did I spell it? One word.
IT. Yes, got in there. So proud of myself. That's it. Putting that on my fucking.
Well, wiping head is Mashad al-Yad.
Oh boy.
I'll eat one.
Oof. Okay. Well, ignoring that, you guys are all going to be carefully walking along the ground. I would like to avoid the glass things as much as possible. So by playing the floor as lava. So I'm going to keep
Okay.
jumping onto other trees. This is one here, right?
Mm-hmm. It should be noted that due to the brachiation rules, you actually move faster than everyone else.
Okay. Well, okay. So what's the maximum amount of distance I can cover?
If you brachiate, you move double your speed as a move action.
Fucking careful, you dumb chimp. Don't forget there's
Right.
giant spiders in the
That-
trees.
I know. I'm not trying to go.
No,
too far.
Jingji, reclaim your birthright.
Could I?
Shut up, Pen.
If I
Blood
Can I, like-
bananas, blood bananas.
could I do this kind of thing from like one tree to the other, or would that be
Very easily.
okay?
Like, I should have probably realised this would happen earlier when I decided. So yeah, that's up a forest level. Oh yeah, there's a literal monkey in the fucking team. I should have seen this coming. Luckily, I know the brachiation rules because I know most of the rules.
Okay. Do I have to do acrobatics jump twice to do both?
No, it's just a climb check, and you good.
Oh, that. Okay, that was actually acrobatics. Climb will be.
I'm not even gonna make you roll
Okay.
in the future because as far as I'm concerned, you are now full fucking yeeting around the fucking treetops.
natural habitat. Good. Just I'll keep also just as I get here. I still have my torch, I guess, but it's not lit right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yep.
I'm gonna just make a perception check.
Zinji, you can look at the heaven and say, "This would not happen if I was a wizard."
Exactly. Well, I think I'd still be a monkey. But I'll just roll a perception check just to see if I can. All right.
Okay. So is that perception check?
Yeah.
Fuck me.
There is an awkward moment as a spider has not noticed you.
Oh,
Furthermore,
I'd like to be stealthy.
notice its web.
Okay.
Don't swing
And
into the fucking web.
Don't worry, I'm not.
no.
I'm not done revealing the web yet. But on the map layer to avoid confusion.
Oh god, how fucking big is this web, man?
That's a small one for one of those.
I'm still down for burning this fucking forest to the ground.
Because
Like-
you're not already wanted for arson.
Well, to be fair, is it kind of one of those ones where once you're done for it, you kind of, you know...
How many times can you
You
be
can't
wanted
punish
for
them.
arson?
Exactly.
That's-
Is that double jeopardy?
That's smart.
No, it's
That's
not. It's a
fine.
separate event.
They can't.
Yeah, but could we just say it's double jeopardy though?
With the fire still technically burning, then, you know... it's
They
all
can't
part of
convict
it.
a husband.
Well,
and wife
if
at the
this
same
time you don't
so they
cause
can't
like
convict him
millions
for
of gold
2
worth of
arsons.
damage, maybe it's
I don't
okay.
think Thok's gonna. I don't think Thok's willing to marry the forest to get away with this.
Okay, listen. This is like in
Didn't
Russia.
ask
Isn't
him.
he like half elf though? Can't elves burn down forests?
You mean Mary Forest?
But I-
Do I give a fuck
Whatever.
about forests being a half elf?
You give a fuck about forests because you're on probation.
Oh, alright, yeah, okay, Dad.
you give it.
I mean,
give a
if
fuck
you just
about
happened,
forests
if
because you're literally
he just happens to
about get fucked.
accidentally, he might accidentally just drop a match or a torch or something.
That's what happened before.
Suddenly, fireball out of nowhere.
And then we're gonna be fighting a giant fire spider. I'm not having
Oh,
it.
given the quality of the roll, I should probably reveal that there's another patch of shards over here.
Okay.
You picked the right place to roll on that 20.
Hooray. I mean,
Forest.
my rolls have been so good this campaign.
Yeah, and you
Um,
haven't stolen anything this
There
round.
was
Okay.
nothing to steal.
Today.
there has
Fix
been-
that.
So you're rolling
Hang
really
on,
well.
I-
Technically, she kind of stole that stuff out of the tree. Those bullets, they technically weren't hers.
My initial thought was to steal stuff off of our friend here, and then I decided against it because that Sir Tobias. I thought I was gonna just
Everyone,
just
everyone-
swipe.
Well done. Well done.
Aren't you
Slow clap,
proud?
slow clap.
That's where
It
we
would,
got
it would
our
be
fun.
very
not to
easy
commit
to
a crime.
steal from the blind man, I feel.
Well, as soon as it sounded like he was blind, but I figured, he didn't see
Just in
evil,
case.
So just in case, I shouldn't fuck with him. Let's see. I'm going to probably just try to maintain being stealthy. So, I do not want the spider, although it hasn't seen me yet. Just try to be stealthy.
It has not noticed you with its spidery eyes.
I don't know what to do. How can I, I don't know. Do spiders have good hearing? I definitely can't yell to these guys, probably. That's a bit far, but this guy's right here.
You can
Turns out,
prepare that.
turns out the creature that this thing is named, the particular brand of spider, isn't a real form of spider. That looks terrifying.
Don't need
So
it.
you're
Shouldn't have
saying
Googled
it's a
that.
spider?
Don't
What's
need
it called?
Roll me a nature check.
Okey-doke.
Sorry, do you need to roll a nature check to know what a fucking spider is?
Well, it's a special kind of spider. Wait, where is it?
It has 8 legs, it's poisonous, and it will fucking devour you.
Not all spiders.
Oh boy.
I've
You have
given
no
Maybe
idea what
it
it is.
looks
That's
like
a
a-
spider, alright. In fact, you're not
It's
even
a-
sure it's a spider.
Is it an
fucking
octopus?
confused.
Is it a spider? What was meant by this?
It's
The
a
fuck
weird
is that thing with 8
looking.
legs?
Fucking
Thing.
goddamn ground octopuses.
The fucking
Hey,
land crab.
Hey,
Land
Dom,
crab.
here's artwork of you at last.
Oh, good.
Oh no, not that location.
Mm.
He's an ass. He's the pain in the ass, literally.
Literally. Well, being stealthy, I will try. Oh god, I don't really want to, but I'm gonna try to bluff to tell Tobias that hey, you know, directly to your left, and then ahead there's to your left there's a spider and a whole shit ton of webs, and straight forward are a lot of the glass shards. And that'll be bluff, which is well,
As
probably
an
didn't work
immediate
out well.
action, Sir Tobias will carefully reach to his hip, and though you can't see it from the angle you're at, he will draw something.
It's a pistol. Pew pew.
Oh, I just thought he was a very avid
Fastest gun
artist.
in the West.
Any other actions, Jingji? Oh, it should be noted, there is one particularly odd thing about this particular spider. Its mandibles are freakishly long.
Oh, always good.
Oh, no.
They are impractically long.
This is the
similar to
long
how an
bit,
angler,
Like
how
5
you know how
feet.
anglerfish have teeth that they can't close their jaws with it.
oh, I
with
thought
those
you were gonna
teeth.
say Anglos have teeth.
Man,
but they can't close their
Anglofish.
jaws.
Anglos do have teeth.
Oh, dear. I see what you did. You sneaky cunt.
Its mandibles are long. They are combined with its own reach and joints, fully extended. You'd reckon they'd have the same kind of reach as a pike.
Oh dang.
Those
Okay.
you may note that there are 4 legs on this particular spider.
Doesn't that make it not a
The ma-
spider?
The mandibles are as well, not 4 legs. They're the
The 4 legs, yeah, the ones in the front.
yeah. I thought you were making a joke about there being 4 legs. Anyway, yeah, the mandibles are as
I
long as
was.
the 4
It
legs.
was a bad joke. But...
Just give me the benefit of the doubt.
it was a bad joke. Let's see. Okay. Well, how far am I away from it in terms of my height? I mean, obviously it's like 20 feet, maybe 10
It
feet.
is a full. Where it is perched, it is 10 feet above the ground.
It still doesn't appear to have noticed me, even though I didn't do a good job at. Well, I guess he heard whatever. So, don't know how quiet I was, but I'm just gonna hang out up here again. I'm gonna hang out and just. I mean, I can't help anybody else. I don't think that they can hear me from here. Not that I want to shout to alarm the spider, but so I'll just wait. I'm just gonna chill out up here and. Actually, should I light this torch or not? I'm wondering. Does he have his lit?
He has his lit.
Um.
The advantage of which is that the light his torches are casting, the shadows that are being cast from the foliage you're being surrounded by, makes you virtually invisible.
Okay, I'm gonna
And
hang
the
out
light-
up here.
The presence of light, you have low light vision. You can
Right.
see twice as far as anyone else can in this stuff. It has spiders have dark vision, which doesn't function in the presence of bright light.
Okay. I'm just going to ready the match in case and wait to see what the fuck happens here, and then that's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. Mud.
Right. So it's actually occurred to me. So I know I wasn't. My character technically wasn't there, but you said that basically this dude had stolen like a shard of glass, and that this glass had been dropped, or at least an aspect of it on the ground was dropped, and then the glass has continued to grow back out, right? Or am I misremembering that?
It appears to be the case.
Right. Okay.
It might just be that they were inserted into the ground, but it seems a bit too even for that.
To quote the opening theme of Wizards of Waverly Place, everything is not as it seems. So,
Poignant.
do be aware.
If only you knew how bad things really were.
Right. So. I'm gonna move up here. Oh, I guess that's gonna be a bit. I guess I'll move across this way. Do you want me to roll for stealth again? Or
Yes, please.
it's only 7. Am I alright to do a perception check as well?
Certainly.
Oh, that was horrendous.
Oh shit, son.
I don't like having actual bad rolls.
Hits the head on the tree as he walks. But remains perfectly stealthy.
I'm so so stealthy. I can't even say
Any other
Whoever
action?
whoever was listening thinks a very stupid bird hit a tree.
No, that should be alright for now.
Okay. Regave.
I'm gonna take my place next to the Knight of Gray here, and I'm gonna ask him because I noticed that he's reaching for a weapon. I say, "What?" I guess I've been I know about the spider here.
Well, I haven't. Yeah, I didn't I wasn't able to really contact you guys at all outside of you being able to, I guess, see him. I didn't want to risk yelling out that loud where you guys were before. That would have been.
All right. Well, I definitely noticed Tobias putting a hand on his weapon.
Oh, I can see more
And
of a spider now.
I will ask him quietly, what is it?
Mate.
What is it that you sense? Is something near?
More eight-legged ones. I fear that old boy's hiding places nearby.
Will
They
the
never
spiders
bothered
attack
him
us?
If we give them the chance, they'll devour us. Let's not
Alright.
give them the chance.
Well, I didn't move very far. Can I draw? I can draw my weapons, right?
Yes, you may.
I'll draw them, and I will.
We can, if we set it up right, you and I could do like a pincer attack kind of thing on it too. I guess. I don't know.
I'd have to clamber up there.
No, I mean, if I not this turn obviously, but like if I can leap down on it or something.
You notice as you, Jingji, you notice as Regave shuffles his shields into his arms, it turns.
The spider.
Yes.
I think I'm going to.
Try.
Well, I'm wondering if I should have
Maybe even
have it in its shield form or its claw form. I'll have him out in the claw form.
No, okay.
It still does give me 2 shields, so. And a shield is like a +2 shield bonus is like adding to armor class, right?
Yes.
All right.
I have a question. So my stave, the Prosperous Folly, can turn into all kinds of stuff. Can I sort of essentially do like a not this turn obviously, but like a grappling thing on the spider that would or on anything with the whip version of it that would bind it in some way?
Yes.
Okay. Just wondering. I am trying to be helpful for once.
I always encourage people to be creative with their weapons.
Okay, well, I'm up here, ready to go. If you wanna, we can at least draw it in, maybe, I suppose. It's far away enough from its webs,
There's a lot of little, like miniature webs wound around the bottoms of the stones on the hillock here, but you notice that those tend to be what's keeping the stones together.
Can I
As a
just give a
nesting
thumbs
place.
up to Ragabe? Like,
Oh, certainly.
All right, I'm just gonna hit the thumbs up. Like, I got your back, man. Let's kill this motherfucking bug. It's afraid.
The only good bug is a dead bug.
Someday somebody
Jing
just
Ji's
let
doing
loose.
her part. He's doing
He's gonna come up. He's gonna come and throw shitty.
Would you like to know more?
Stop it.
So Regala, you're ready? Any other actions?
I will. Do I have the ability to summon the hedging weapon, the spear?
Yes, you may. But that is a rather I'll say it will be fairly obvious. I believe there is a certain sound aspect.
All right, then I'll hold on for now.
Yeah, okay. So Tobias will unclip the weapon from his. You can't really quite make out what it is until he throws it. As he lashes out with his arm, and a boomerang hooks up into the canopy. And Jingji, as you watch,
Or is this the urge to chase it immediately?
the boomerang bursts down through the canopy again and strikes the spider directly at the top of its head. It doesn't sink. It doesn't.
Does it
It's not
bring
as
back any
effective as-
rupees with it?
You notice it does rip away a lot of the webbing in the area around it.
Oh.
And it leaves the creature looking dazed. Oh yeah, it's dazed, alright. It doesn't. It's seemingly half. It's pretty much stunned. However that thing struck it, it's concussed. Or at least as concussed as an insect can be. Well, I reckon it.
Oh shit! I didn't know he was Australian.
Yeah.
The boomerang hooks back into his grasp, and
My
he
name's
holsters it.
Tobias. Knights are grey.
Oh God.
Paladins of justice.
Oh.
Danger,
no
danger, danger.
You have no
Danger.
idea how fucking much restraint it took to not make him Australian. Good eye, cunt.
Does he have a knife?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have the knife. He does not have the Mason Murloc ball, or any variation thereof. He's got a boomerang.
Hell no.
This is actually one of the smallest spiders I've seen all week.
Well, folks, I've got to go fight Peter for the rest of the evening. And that'll be his turn, as he just as the rest of his action, he will just throw down 2 more torches here and here. And that'll be his action. Nira.
Yeah, going to position myself over here. Try to be sneaky about it and see can I spot anything approaching from that side. Should I roll for something? Maybe perception to see do I notice anything?
Perception, please, yes.
Also, if this
Okay.
is like
You notice the shards in front of you.
Yep. So somebody dilly-dallying around.
You see there's a distant rustle on the trees.
Can I detect magic around that?
You may. You've been maintaining detect magic, I believe, so now you have direct locations. Any patch of ground where these crystals are growing, and they are growing, you can see it now. there is actually a far wider network of them, with runners going between patches. This is this is growing like grass,
Ooh.
and it is sharp as a razor, pulsing with this very disgusting necromantic light.
Ooh, romantic.
Spit to the ground.
It sizzles.
Shoots in.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. Thok.
Oh, so is this thing flat-footed?
It doesn't have feet.
Well, I mean, it counts as flat-footed, dazed or whatever.
He's currently dazed.
Cool. I am gonna fucking just. That was a horrible fucking perception roll. But I'm
You
just
probably
gonna.
haven't even noticed it's there.
Do I not know
What's
it's there?
going on in this? It's got. Let me double check. Yeah. It's actually so far. It's far enough up that it's not actively obvious unless the others point it out to you.
Well, didn't it get pointed out when that dude threw the boomerang?
It
Yeah.
actually went up. When the boomerang went up, it went up above the canopy and arced back down.
Just for clarification, how tall are the rocks in which this spider is?
It's 10 feet up.
About 10 feet
So
up.
I'll
So
walk over here then. Done. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. And just as Jingji's about to act, a gunshot rings out. And I believe we'll leave it there for the evening, folks, and reconvene next week. It's quite late.
Oh boy, what a cliffhanger! Gunshot, fade to black. The Sopranos.
Shit, we can't afford that license.
The
The
altos.
The Capri Sun.
The tenors.
The HPs.
The,
Capricorn.
the
Capricorn's Anarchy.
Capricorns.
Capri Sons of Anarchy. Oh, I hope you get genital herpes.
Everything is not what it seems when you can get all you
In any
want.
case, folks, I hope to see
Streams.
you all back here next week, and we can reconvene.
Have a good
Have a
night.
nice weekend. Have a
Yeah,
nice
bye.
weekend, everyone. Hello, Bishop.
Everything
Bye.
is not.